Ladies and gentlemen, that is not the URL at the bottom there. Don't go to the Roundtable podcast, it's terrible. Welcome to the Co-optional podcast with 100% less Northern Lion, less Mathis, less Bear Taffy. Who the fuck would call themselves Bear Taffy?
I don't know, is it good?
Who?
Is Bear Taffy good?
Bear Taffy's probably delicious.
It's probably terrible. Would you serve Bear Taffy to your child? I don't think you would.
I mean, the fact that they didn't call it bear jerky and instead called it bear taffy is a little concerning.
Yeah, is it taffy made of bears or made by bears?
Taffy made
by bears.
It's made. That's not sweet at all. I mean, it might be a little bit honey, but because look, you're encouraging them.
Stretch that shit over and over and over again. Bears, they got one of those big old paws.
You are encouraging them. They will kill us all. You can't.
Delicious.
And then the bears have taffy stuck in their claws.
Look, this is basically like funding ISIS for all intents and purposes. It's like giving money to ISIS, but you're giving it to bears.
Bears are members of ISIS?
Yeah, wow,
that is a stretch. That's a stretch.
That's
I mean, they're pretty much the same. They're pretty much the same kind of thing. You know, one tries to kill us and the other tries to kill us. You know, one has a different ideological reason for it. Bears, I don't really know what Bear's ideological reason is, honestly.
Yeah, he has a point. Sharks known to be godless killing machines, but they're godless killing machines. They do it because they're atheists, which are evil.
We all know that every bear is a paladin.
Yeah, we all know bears are paladins.
I want some shark taffy.
Shark taffy? Oh, they make it in their teeth because they
And they go nom 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 nom.
Yep.
I've never heard of bear taffy. I don't even know what we're talking about.
He's a YouTuber that runs the Roundtable podcast with Northern Lion. Mr.
Oh, okay.
Himself,
I thought you were talking about like an actual like food. I was like, that sounds weird.
I mean, I assume that doesn't exist, but you never
would not eat
necessarily
that.
know.
I'm going to the internet. It's happening.
Somebody make it. Now we're curious.
Indeed.
Welcome to the Co-optional Podcast. Today, our show is sponsored by Crunchyroll, bringing you billions of anime for billions of hours of your life.
Billions? Are you sure? 100% on that one?
Yep. Billions of anime for billions of hours. Check it.
I can't be held responsible for statements made on this show because I didn't say it. So, you know, it's all her.
Don't blame me.
I watched something on Crunchyroll, and I think you might agree with me that it might not be very good.
Oh my god, tell me.
The Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney anime.
Objection.
It's garbage.
It's
Overruled.
not good. Okay, explain to me why it sucks, because I think I'm probably going to agree with you on this.
Well, number one, the animation just like isn't great.
It's not, with the exception of the objection animation, which is pretty cool.
They had to go ham on that. They put their whole budget in.
75% of the budget went to that, no doubt, yeah.
My big problem with it was that basically the first episode is like the tutorial of the game, right? And they tried to literally take the way that the game teaches you how to play and turn it into an anime.
Yes.
And that doesn't work because when you're playing a game, it's like, we need to create a conceit for you to understand how to play this, right? Mm-hmm. That's not necessary for an anime. So they kept like taking these moments to be like, all right, Phoenix, even though you're totally a lawyer with your license and everything, what you should do right now is try to find a contradiction between what they just said and some evidence we have.
Yep.
Let's see, what do we have right now? And I was like, no.
Stop it.
It was, oh my god, it was unbearable, I thought. And most of the anime community really liked it, which just hurts my heart. Like, guys, no!
Didn't they also like the Persona 4 anime, which was also hot garbage?
Yeah, and the Persona anime was also awful.
Yeah, it really, really was. It was mostly, we're going to take all of the moments from the game, we're going to animate them poorly, we're not going to do anything to flesh out the characters, the kind of thing that you couldn't necessarily potentially do in an anime. And we're just gonna make it a carbon copy of what the game was. Like, there's the only benefit I would say to watching that is that if you really don't want to go back and play the first game, which to me you're a dumbass if you don't, because you get it on fucking on mobile and it's good. You know, it's a good fun
get it on your phone.
Fun game. Yeah, you can even get the first 2 chapters free because that's the model they use. So why the hell don't you just play that instead of watching this silly anime, which it all seems so bizarre outside of a game context, because the first case is about that stupid clock that looks like a statue of the Thinker, but is really a talking clock, because of course it is. That's key to the case, by the way. And when you actually put that into an animation, you realize just how dumb the game is. But you got away with it because you were kind of immersed in the game, but you're not in the anime, so you feel like this is contrived and stupid.
And look, there are 2 different anime this season that are video game anime. And one of them has been, I think, pretty great so far. And the other one is hot garbage. So instead, also on Crunchyroll, you should watch Final Fantasy 15 Brotherhood. It's the prequel to the game. And the animation is really good. The way that they've animated, like the way that you switch weapons in the game, like translate.
Is there more than one episode out?
Pretty great. I don't know if the second episode has come out yet. I don't think it has.
Oh, I already watched the first one. I was like, ooh.
Yeah, the second one isn't out yet. I think there's going to be 6 total. So it's like a short thing, but it looks good. Yeah.
It's about the boys on their
it's boys being boys.
Adventures.
And the one guy's like, "Oh, I got ketchup all over myself." Oh. Yeah, and then
Big Bro. And then there's Big Bro guy who's like, guys, we gotta all like stay on target. We all got it. We all got it, guys.
No, not do. We can't be. We can't. The best part is they're like, hopefully no one will notice us at this diner. Immediately the bad guys show up.
Yeah, we were talking about that. They like go to this diner and this girl gives them the side eye and they're like, hopefully they won't recognize you, a prince of the land.
And like within seconds the bad guys were like, what up, we're here.
So funny. Did you guys see that? So they had like an actual, of course they did. They had an actual fashion designer design all of the clothes for the boys in the game. And then that fashion designer was like, guess what? You can buy their actual clothes. Yep.
That was at the event.
Thousands of dollars.
Wait.
There was?
Yes, at the actual event outside, they had the cosplayers were showing off the clothes that you could buy.
Oh my God.
So it was like, oh joy.
Yeah,
oh dear.
Right now you can get Knocked and you can get blonde Genki Kid.
Blonde Kid, yeah.
Yeah. You can get their outfits.
Unbelievable.
Low price of thousands.
This game does not even effing exist yet. That blonde kid has got a giant fan base. Like,
I know!
Ludicrous fan base.
It's so
like, there
funny.
were so many people like just all about that kid at the event when they were introducing the characters. They introduced the blonde kid. The crowd's like, ah! I'm like,
who is he?
Who is this guy?
I don't even know his damn name, and the crowd is losing their shit. It was like a boy band, and this was Justin Timberlake. Everyone was flipping out. I was like, what?
I watched the first episode of the anime with Happily Aaron, and the second that kid showed up, she was like, well, I've got my favorite character. And I was like, what?
He's got blonde hair and he's in the anime.
He's a blonde Genki Kid. He just wants to have fun and have
everyone else
all his friends.
You got the prince who's got to go marry this girl. You got his like nerdy scientist friend. And you got his bodyguard, and then there's the other guy who's like, I've got blonde hair. Well, everyone else has dark hair. I'm wild. And that's when everyone's like, that's the guy. That's my favorite.
Like, what was the guy from Final Fantasy VIII with blonde hair and that tattoo that was like fun loving like that and that nobody cared about?
Oh shit! What was his name?
Exactly. That was that guy.
There was so much fan art of him boinking everyone else in that game, and I can't even remember his name.
Of course there was.
Oh shit!
Gotta look it up.
Blonde FF8.
You enjoy that. Welcome to the Corpsal Podcast. We do occasionally talk about video games. We have our special guest today, third time appearance. I believe the last time he appeared was 2 years ago. CinnamonToastKen, welcome back to the show.
No!
Back in my day, this show was good. What the hell are you kids done to
All right,
this?
first, that's a lie. Second, welcome back to the show.
Thank you for guys for having me. Appreciate it.
I'm surprised you would come down from your ivory broken tower to come and join us peasants. But...
Quality. I hear you guys actually have topics on this show.
I mean, sometimes, every now and again, it has been known to happen.
I just want to point out, this is very embarrassing for me. Just right this moment, I realized why you named your podcast what you named it.
Oh my god. You're a smart man.
I just assumed that the Broken Podcast was like a clever thing you guys had thought up. No, it's literally much more clever than I just now realized what that was. I'm an idiot. I did not even. I was like, holy shit. That's genius.
The bros and Ken. Yeah.
PewDiePie paid millions of dollars to a consultant to come up with that name.
One of my friends came up with that name.
Did he charge PewDiePie for it? Because if not, he missed out completely. Idiots! Don't give it. Never do it for free. Absolutely not.
That podcast. No promotion for that podcast. It's just a trip for me because I'm just along for the ride, really, and just see how people treat him. Like it blows
terribly, awfully.
No, it's like, Felix, what would you like to do? Something ridiculous. Oh, okay, we'll work on that. And I'm just like, okay, let's make it happen.
It must be nice to have unlimited power.
Ken, what do you think? That's a terrible idea. Well, Felix likes it. Let's do it.
Oh God.
Oh, all right. No, that's cool.
Yeah.
You know what? Felix, I hear this Ken guy's talking shit on you. If you ever need a replacement,
that's all I do. That's what I do. I just talk shit to him.
You want the Brocox? The
Brocox.
Call me, bro. Call me.
All over that Brocox, no doubt. Oh my God, why? Ah, yes, video games. We've certainly been playing some of those. So
Can we talk about Hyperlight Drifter first? Because we almost talked about Hyperlight Drifter like on the
show. When you scrubs were away last week filming your silly thing, we spent a good 25 minutes on Hyperlight Drifter.
That's cool. Can we spend another like 20 minutes?
Yes. Yeah, because that means I get to sit here doing nothing and preening over my new Chrome headphones. So yes, absolutely, by all means. You can discuss Hyperlight Drifter and I'll laugh at your 30 FPS peasantry, so let's go.
It's awesome.
No, it isn't, but okay.
It is. Oh my God. I really like it.
Go on.
Why don't you like it?
Because it runs like treacle. Yeah. It runs like fucking treacle. After playing Gungeon, going back to Hyperlight Drifter, which is slow and unresponsive and feels like it was coded on the Atari or some bullshit. I don't know. The controls are really.
Right? You know that they're not the same.
It doesn't matter.
Okay.
At all. Not in the slightest.
I love that in the time that we were gone, our opinions on this game differ drastically. Drastically differing opinions.
I have a middle of the road opinion. It was I enjoyed it for one playthrough, but I would never pick it up again after beating it. If that means anything.
For me, it was all about like when I saw that first intro cinematic.
The very, very loud intro. That's deafeningly loud intro cinematic. Yes.
Yeah, I got like weird chills. I was like, "This is what?" And then I watched it again, and I got weird chills again. There was like something about the aesthetic of how the game set itself up that made me just like feel like weird. And then
I liked the opening cutscene. It was creepy as fuck. It was actually like, "Whoa, this is really awful." But then I played the game.
Well, I don't know. I felt like that persisted throughout the whole thing.
Well, it plays the same cutscene over and over again after every boss.
It does. It like speeds it up. Which I don't know how I felt about that. Because it felt like we never got anything new out of it, obviously. So out of the things to be upset about, I didn't like that. But I don't know.
Can I ask you a question? What was your thought on the difficulty level? Because I at first thought I was like, oh, this game's gonna be fucking super hard, and I was prepared to just suffer. But it the more I play, the less that's the case. And I thought the assumption was that the more I play, the harder it's gonna be, and I just maybe it's because it was difficult to learn to control. TV may be right. Maybe the controls are a little wonky.
They are, but
I don't know.
I didn't notice that at all.
Because at first I was having a hell of a time playing through it, and I was like, oh man, this is a tough ass game. But after a while, it's just sort of like, oh, it's not really hard. It's just
they've plant you right in the middle of the level, and they're like, go wherever you want. You can go to any wing, so there's not like a scaling difficulty. It's just a broad.
You can run into the hardest boss first, and then think, oh god, this game's super difficult. Or you can go to any of the other bosses, probably have a much easier time of it, and think, okay, I'm starting to learn now. It can throw you right into the fucking fire. But then again, similar to that, Dark Souls can kind of do the same thing. You know, you take the wrong turn, you end up against some super hard fucking mob, and then you're like, oh god, this game's really hard. It's like, well, why don't you just not fight that mob yet? Why don't you go somewhere else that it doesn't have that mob? You know?
The very first upgrade I got in that game was the one where you could dash multiple times in a row. And so after that, I never really had too many complaints about the controls because I was just scooting all over the world.
Yeah, I find it really, really easy to notice 30 frames per second games these days, and I hate playing them. And especially if they're really action-orientated. And again, after playing Gungeon, which runs at unlimited frame rate, which is super fucking responsive and awesome, I just can't play Hyperlight. Is
there any plans to make Gungeon multiplayer, like not local, but online?
I don't believe they can do it.
I don't like that. I know we're not like specifically talking about Gungeon yet, but I do not like the multiplayer in Gungeon at all.
A lot of people said that, actually. I don't believe they're planning on making multiplayer online because, I mean, putting netcode in is really hard. The problem is right now it doesn't support that NVIDIA game share thing, because apparently there's some problem with the full screen mode. If they make it support that, then you could just do it that way, you know, which is actually quite effective. You basically stream the game to the other dude, and the other dude gets a second controller and basically sends his inputs to you, and it's actually surprisingly good. But
I haven't played the game yet, so I don't know if it'd be even any fun multiplayer, but it looked like it would be something fun to play multiplayer.
Well, I mean, are we done on Hyperlight? Because I can definitely talk about that. But if you've got anything else to say about Hyperlight, because actually you haven't really said much about Hyperlight. So.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember what I was going to say during pre-show.
Did I ruin it? I'm sorry.
And I was like, I'm not going to say it because I'll wait until we talk.
Oh, yeah. No, you had a big moment. You were like, oh, let me... And then you were like, no, I'm going to save it. I'm going to save it.
And I can't remember it now. Fuck.
Gone now.
Well, as far as difficulty goes on Hyperlight, the hardest parts are the bosses, which they should be.
Yeah.
And it's there's a learning curve to the bosses. Some of them, the frog dude was really easy to me.
Yeah, I was gonna say that, like, in terms of difficulty, this game was also marketed to me as being very hard. And then when I played it, I was like, it's actually not that difficult. Like, there are definitely, specifically the bird boss, I had to do a bunch.
Oh, Gatling Gull, he's a bit annoying.
Huh? No, not in Gungeon.
Oh, okay, Hyperlight, sorry. Hyperlight has bird boss too? Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah, the northernmost boss, I think, is the bird boss. But the area that really gave me the same sort of creepy vibes that the intro did.
Oh, the underground. You were talking about the underground stuff. That's what your thing was going to be about. About the bosses and how you didn't know if there were 4 or 3 bosses underground. Is that it?
Oh, we was talking about the mini bosses on the bottom, but then
we're trying to help you. We're trying real hard.
I know. But all I was gonna say is, like, there's an area, if you don't like seeing hurt puppies, there's an entire area like dead puppies all over.
Just
the
in
place.
case I didn't need another reason not to play it.
I couldn't tell.
And it's like,
I didn't think they were dogs. What?
Aren't they dogs? They looked like dog people.
I thought they were goat people, but it's kind of hard to tell.
I guess it doesn't matter. It's still
Either way, the frogs are fucking eating them and leaving their corpses all over the place, and it's horrifying.
And you're like, oh, look at this nice, lush, green place with all this water. Oh, there's a big pile of dead bodies over there.
Bodies in the water. Oh, God.
The impression I got of Hyperlight was that it was, in many ways, extremely grimdark, which is actually contrasted sharply by how colorful the game is.
Yeah.
I don't, like, obviously, I didn't think that it was super difficult. There isn't a lot of scaling to the difficulty, but I like the feel of the game. And obviously, TB, if you hate the way the game looks because of the frame rate, then like we would have differing opinions.
Well, it's the frame rate's not about how it looks. It's never about how it looks. It's how it plays. You know, it's about the input latency on every button that you press. So that's the problem with it. You know, a 30 FPS animation is not really an issue. It's as soon as you put finger to key that it becomes an issue because you immediately notice how unresponsive it is. You know, but the aesthetic of the game is fucking phenomenal. That's why I backed it on Kickstarter. That's also why I'm super disappointed with it, because I rarely back things on Kickstarter, and then the game comes out and I find it fucking unplayable, and I'm like, well, that was a waste of money, and that was really disappointing.
It was alright. It was an alright game.
I liked it so far. Obviously.
Yeah. I haven't beaten it yet,
Glad to hear
but
it.
I enjoy it. So.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Glad to hear that.
Okay, we can talk about Gungeon now.
Let's move over to Gungeon
now.
then.
Let's talk about Gungeon.
Yeah,
It was tough
so
to get through that topic. God
so-
dang, all right.
yeah, so Dodgy, you had an issue with the multiplayer. I mean, I have not played the multiplayer. You have, so tell me about it.
The very first time that I even played the game was last Thursday. Sam and I played it together because we heard that it had multiplayer. So we were like, oh, let's co-op it then. That'll be fun. It's like a bullet hell. I'm fucking terrible at them. Sam's like okay at them. So yay, it'll be a great mess. Because of the way that the storyline is set up, and for those of you who don't know the storyline of Enter the Gungeon, it's that any character that you can play is somebody who has a troubled past, and they're trying to find a gun that can shoot the past.
It can kill the past.
Kill it.
What?
Yeah.
That's the storyline of the game. So like you're trying to go through the Gungeon to find this magic gun that can kill the past.
Kill the past, yeah. I think you're incorrect, though. I think the plot of the Gungeon is actually just the theme song, which is "Ooh, enter the Gungeon, over and over
theme
again.
song is
That's the plot of Enter the
primo.
Gungeon right there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a game about entering the Gungeon.
Mm-hmm.
But because the game, when you're playing it, is like so focused on one character, or like the idea of finishing the game is supposed to be focused on one character, there's one specific person that you can play as the second player. So first player gets to choose anybody they want.
Yep.
Second player can only be this little occultist that's like off to the side. The occultist starts with a cookie that they can use to res the other character. So they're entirely a support character. They get like a little speed buff if they're by themselves. Like if player 1 has died, then player 2 like has a speed buff to be able to move around quicker and maybe kill off all the bad guys and res the first player.
Mm-hmm.
So it's kind of like a character trait. If you're a gamer and you have a significant other that's not so much of a gamer, they can come support you.
A girlfriend mode? Remember that thing for Borderlands 2 that everyone got super offended over, and it turned out it was actually nothing whatsoever? That one? Yeah.
So, so when we were playing it, like anytime Sam would talk to a character, they'd be like, I don't want to talk to you. And then like I would have to talk to them. And when we like finished up playing it, Sam was like, God, that just like, I don't know. It just wasn't very fun co-op because obviously one person was not supposed to be important at all. Like they were just supposed to be there to support the first player. And what I was saying was, I think it would be really fun if you could both choose anybody you wanted, get all the way through the game, and once you get to the place that has that gun that can kill the past, you have to fight each other.
Very Castle Crashers-esque, that.
I think that would be amazing.
Yeah. Because, I mean, it seems like the occultist only gets this fucking Nerf gun. Can you pick up anything else as the occultist, or are you stuck with it?
You can pick up other items
okay.
and stuff.
Thank fuck for
like
that. That would be terrible.
But yeah, they're meant to just be there to support player 1. Which was hilarious because Sam was always the occultist when we played, just because of like controls, and I had changed my controls because my hands are small and shit.
Yeah.
And it like wound up being a big old thing. So we were like, let's not swap.
I don't know why I just found that very funny. My hands are small and shit.
But it just like, it was so dumb because I would die all the time because I'm fucking terrible, and then he's like the support character who's the only one alive most of the time, and we were just like, this is not working.
It just seems like a role reversal might have helped you there just a little bit.
Yeah.
All you had to do was hand the controller off. Like, here, you know what?
Because eventually I switched to keyboard, because fuck controllers.
Yeah, I don't know why you'd use controller on that game. A keyboard and mouse is clearly a lot better. You can be a more precise.
It is. I improved drastically with the keyboard and mouse. And I've played it quite a bit by myself over the last few days as well. And I think it's very, very fun.
Oh, I just watched you get fucking murdered, and Sam was just hiding in the corner. It was great.
Sounds about right.
Love it. It is really fun solo. I have not got past level 3 yet. I'm going to admit that, but I am enjoying the runs. The only problem I still have with Gungeon is it starts off slow, because you don't start off with an interesting weapon, and sometimes you don't even get one the entire level 1, which At that point, I almost think about just restarting the run. If I've taken damage and I don't have a proper gun by the time I reach the first boss, I just restart because it takes for fucking ever to kill the first boss with the default gun, and it's not fun. It's like a pew 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 pew. You know, if I picked up something good, then it's cool, and I could just go into the boss and it'll be fun and everything's cool. But I think like they could pull a ziggurat, I think, and give you a random gun at the start, just to kind of speed things along a little bit. I'd be cool with that. Yeah. That's my one big gripe with it.
I have problems with the first boss if I didn't pick up a gun unless I'm the Marine, because the Marine has like way better aiming than all of the other characters. Yes.
He's faster reload too.
He's like obviously the character you're supposed to play if you're
one armor. He's got an ammo drop, so even if you do get good gun ammo, you can get it again, and you have that better aiming passive and the faster reload, which is good. Yeah.
So, but yeah, I think it's great, Ken. I think you should definitely try it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
If you like your roguelites, you like your Isaacs and your Nuclear Thrones, and you like your Ziggurats and your Risks of Rain and all that kind of thing, then you'll probably dig this one. But as she mentioned, it does have a pretty serious bullet hell element to it. So if you don't like having hundreds of bullets trying to horribly murder you, then you may want to do that.
I always forget I have the blanks. I always forget about the blanks.
I've started using them to break walls to get access to secrets. But it can be difficult to figure out where those walls are.
You just blew her fucking...
Oh my god.
There are secret walls, yeah.
Can you just shoot them open or no?
You can do damage to them with the guns. I think if you have a gun that isn't your starter gun, you can break them, but a blank is usually the best way. You damage them a little bit with the gun to determine that that's the wall, because you'll see it slowly start to crack open, and then you use the blank to blow the wall. Usually that works pretty well.
Oh, I bet... Have you noticed that rooms where grenade dudes spawn are typically rooms with the secrets in them, or no?
I can't believe that you are so invested in this. Like,
I gotta know! Because, like, sometimes in Isaac, that's what happens. Like, the big bomb will spawn at the end, and that's kind of normally a signal of, like, this might be a room that has a secret in it. Because if you like push the bomb to one wall or the other, more often than not, you'll blast open a wall.
There are a few. There are a few areas that are usually spawn secrets. Anytime you find a fireplace, if you push,
water barrel in.
Yeah, you push the water barrel in, and then you can unlock something there. But there are certain areas which generally have secret rooms, but not always, because roguelite, we're random, which I find irritating, but. If you hadn't already guessed, that's annoying as fuck. It's like, hey, you're wasting my time. That's not cool, but it's a really, really fun game. Gungeon is kind of...
So does the gun that shoots the pass actually exist in the game, or is it just like a...
I don't know, because I don't think anyone's reached it yet, because we're all shit.
Okay.
It's a very, very hard game.
You have to beat the game.
Yeah. How far did you get, Dodger? Which level?
I've gotten to the 3rd floor, but I haven't beaten the 3rd floor.
Yeah, me too. The 3rd floor is a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, it's awful.
Yeah, I can't consistently get there either. It depends what guns I get. Like, if I get some decent guns and power-ups at the start, then I'll be fine. But if not, I'm going to die on the second boss, probably.
How big are these floors?
They're pretty big, actually. Surprisingly.
Yeah, I was going to say, the 3rd floor, and I was like, Jesus Christ.
It can take sometimes up to about 20 minutes to get through a floor, which is... that's if you check every room and you're being super slow about it. That's longer than most of the games in that genre. If you want a game where you flip floors very quickly, then that's not it. Gungeon is quite slow, actually, in terms of how long it takes to clear rooms.
Have you been able to, I want to say, activate the little dude that you find who's like, I'm trying to figure out how to hijack these here elevators?
Yes. So what you do is when you get to the 2nd floor, the elevator disappears and it puts a workman sign up. You drop down that hole, and then, because who the fuck knew that? You drop down the hole, and then he's down there, and he asks for items to fix the elevators.
Oh, what the fuck? Yeah, because he was like, meet me on the 2nd floor. We'll figure something out. And I was like, okay. And he's not there.
Yeah. He removes the elevator and replaces it with a working sign in a pit. You've got to fall down the pit and then give him shit, which is obtuse as fuck.
Yeah.
fall in his hole and give him shit. I like the sound of that.
Yeah. You gotta go in his hole and give him shit.
Yeah. I'm here to give you shit.
I'm gonna give you shit in your hole. Speaking of which, Huniecam.
Oh my god. All right. We talked about this last week and confirmed it was awful. By the way, Jesse, before you go on with the speaking, can you up your mic volume by about 20%?
I can.
Lovely, thank you.
So I played Honey Pop, and I actually enjoyed Honey Pop, minus like the sexual element of it. It was kind of a fun little mini game. So
see, I enjoyed it, plus the sexual element of it. But hey, I think a lot of us did. But that, as an actual game,
is trash.
Yeah, that seems to be everyone's conclusion.
It's a clicker.
It's a nookie clicker.
I didn't expect it to just be a clicker game.
Nookie clicker, nice. That's good. That's good.
I was too busy talking. Sorry.
So is it like you got all these different things you have to balance and click on stuff?
Absolutely. Yeah.
That's it.
So you like hire girls, and all of the girls have different fetishes that they like have attached to them. So you'll like hire a girl, and it'll be like, she's Latina, she's also got a big old booty, and you're like, great, hire her. Right?
I'm gonna click that booty, girl.
Yeah.
Or she's a teen with tattoos, or she's a MILF who is like chubby or whatever.
Hey, hang on a second. Don't hire the teen with tattoos. She's not old enough.
So there's all these there's all these different fetishes, and you just need to optimize your fetish. Like
optimize your fetish. That's a phrase.
I'm only gonna get thin, big booty women. Right? Or I'm only going to get Asian girls, like whatever the hell you do. And that way you can like, as you buy ads or it's
sorry, as you buy ass? What was that?
Well,
ads.
Okay,
ads,
whatever.
Right.
It's less about trying to bang various women and more about trying to maximize your profit margins, which I guess to some people is very sexy. I assume but to the rest of us who came for the boobs, there are none.
There are no boobs in this game.
There's zero boobs. There's a lot of like, I mean, it's all the characters you've seen their boobs before. So, I mean, you can just go play.
Along with lots of new friends.
Like the girl who's like, I'm the goth girl. She's like, kill me. Okay, great.
Well, I think we found her fetish.
She's an addicted as well.
But like the way the game works is that, your people either smoke or drink or sometimes do both, and they do it to certain different extremes. So you have to buy cigarettes and booze the entire time. You have to manage their stress. It's all it is management. It's a management game. You're just constantly managing stuff, and your rewards for doing so are a trophy and then coins that you can buy.
Dick trophies. Why did you just say trophy? Come on, be real. They're dick trophies. They're all dick.
Oh, that makes sense.
Okay, then.
The first time I ever played, I got a bronze dick, and the second time I played, I got a gold dick. I'm gonna get that diamond dick. It's gonna happen.
Gotta get that diamond dick, girl.
I want that diamond dick.
Diamond dick sounds like either a professional wrestler or a mercenary. Diamond dick.
Diamond Dick Donovan.
Triple D, they call him.
That's right.
I'm a Dota player.
It's a solidly like unimpressive game all around. I wish it was more. I wish it was a lot more. I mean,
it's not even a management game, right? It's just a clicker. Like, you don't really make any real decisions.
Well, you do.
You do.
Okay.
Yeah, because like when you first hire a girl, you need to make sure that she gets some fans. So you have to drag her to the cam studio. And then like after she's got enough fans, then she can start making videos for you. But she's stressed out, so you got to drag her to the like relax.
That sounds like work, not
all kinds of areas that.
Yeah. There's also items you can buy that. I mean, what I did, how I went from bronze to gold in one attempt was basically I hired a person on at $1 an hour. At $1 an hour to be my gopher, and so I had 6 people who were doing all the cam stuff, and one girl, her job is literally buy cigarettes, booze, and items for the girls to put on when they go take photos or show. So literally, I had this girl. I feel bad. I felt bad for Belly because literally all her job was to go around and buy shit. And so eventually, what you can do is you can buy cigarette patches, and you can buy piggy bank. So basically it cuts how much you have to pay them in half, or it keeps them from smoking. So there's all these different things you can do to manage your people. You can get them subscribe pillows that will then, instead of taking them to the photo booth to get subscribers. Instead, they get subscribers after every show. So there's a lot of shit going on there. But in essence, in order to speed everything along, you hold your mouse over the fucking thing and click, and it's like 3 seconds, 3 seconds, 3. So it's like you're basically ticking down time in order to speed things up. So you're still fucking clicking. It's still a clicker.
Fuck clickers, man. I just hate the very aspect and just the very idea of a clicker is just abhorrent.
So you have like a cam girl thing, but they have to come to your studio to do their job.
Oh my god, you recruit cam girls from a talent agency.
You know, this thing sounds like you change a couple of words around, and this could be Maker Studios, the video game.
Ha
ha! Here's the thing. Real fact, real story. It pretty much is like YouTube Star, the video game. If you remove the cam girl aspect of it, if you say, because you don't see any fucking thing. If you remove the cam girl aspect of it, it's legit just like YouTube.
So Twitch then.
At the end, you get coins, and those coins you can spend to get different looks for the girls. And then if you unlock all the looks, you get one picture, and the picture is like the most tame thing I've ever seen. And even if there is a thing like in Honey Pop where you can go find the like code or like the thing that like makes everyone nude, the photos are so tame. I don't care if they're naked in the photos because they're boring photos. I was like, I don't want to see your hoo-ha and your dingle dangles. That's a boring photo. That ain't sexy. You're like smoking and there are tissues in the background. Sexy about that. I don't want to see the new version.
Dingle dangles.
Yeah, and then Jesse, you're missing the best part. That every time you play the game, you get wardrobe tokens, so you can change everybody's hairstyle and outfit.
Yay!
The only thing that I really enjoyed about that game was look, I love that pink fairy. I don't care what anyone says. That pink fairy at the beginning and I, we understand each other. When she's like, "Don't worry, fam, I'll help you out." I'm like, "Don't worry, girl, I got you." She wants to run this cam studio with me. We're gonna pay girls $1 an hour, make them work 10 hours a day. I'm fine with it. Yeah, we get each other. We get it. We are running the most hardcore management firm ever.
Why don't they just work from home? I don't understand.
Because you're helping them become stars.
Okay.
They have better internet at the office. Time Warner has been fucking with their shit. That's why.
It all makes sense now.
It absolutely
Too
does.
real. Too real. Too real.
Aren't there like tons of free Flash games like Newgrounds? They're just like this, but you probably get more out of.
Yeah. You know, I've never really liked that argument per se because I think a lot of people go way overboard with saying I could just play this for free on Newgrounds, even though like whatever like, game will come out on Steam and it's like $5 or whatever, and it maybe has some similarities to some Newground game that's like a lot shittier. I think I'm a giant hypocrite on this because I'm pretty sure I made this argument about Angry Birds and Crush the Castle. As Crush the Castle is very similar to Angry Birds, but let's be honest, like the reason people play Angry Birds is because it doesn't look like it was made in 1975 by someone in their basement, which Crush the Castle kind of does. You know, it's Angry Birds is a lot more fun to play. It's a lot more fluid. You know, the controls are better. It has interesting little characters. It has a good theme to it. But
well, like in that, I'm talking about like you get Huniecam because you're like, oh yeah. I remember,
and then you figure out, oh no.
And then you're like, maybe I should just went to the internet and got.
I mean, yeah, Pornhub is free, so.
Honey Studios, whatever the hell they're called. Where's the male version of Honey Pop? I will voice.
They promised it. They promised it. Honey Pop 2. They said guys and girls.
I have yet to see any effort.
For free, I will voice a character in that game. I'll voice the male version of Jesse, the old whore. I will make that shit. I will do the grossest, nastiest moans you want. I will make that shit for free. For free, I'll do it. I want to be a part of your legacy. Let me be in you. Let me be in you.
I can't imagine it taking a very long time to make a game like that. Just change the pictures and have the same mini games.
I mean, it's just a $5 game. Like it even warns you that there's no fun, sexy times in it.
Mm.
Yeah, it needed a warning because everybody expected it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people have been disappointed in it. I think it's just because like Honey Pop was unexpectedly not a terrible video game. And then they released one that was. It was like, oh, we were kind of hoping for.
It changed the art style and everything. It was.
They made them look like brats, and I was not cool with that.
They did.
Hearts in all their
That's
eyeballs.
creepy.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't want to see hearts in your eyeballs. I'm not paying you for that. Get back to work, Bill.
Whoops.
Go get cigarettes and booze. Buy toys for the girls, Belly.
Don't do drugs, kids. Thank you.
Oh my God! Speaking of drugs, you had to buy drugs every once in a while because your girls would legit like. At a certain point in the game, you open up. It opens up like basically prostitution, and you can send the girls out to make the exact same amount of money they would make streaming, but in faster time. But every time they go out, they get a disease. Every fucking.
For me, it was like a 50-50 rate. So it was kind of like if I was struggling money wise, it was kind of worth it to just be like.
My first playthrough, I thought I was gonna do great. I sent one girl out, she got gonorrhea. One girl got hepatitis.
What the fuck are you guys doing? Jesus.
Right?
You need to buy condoms. What happened with your gopher girl? Did she not buy any condoms?
Well, no, that was my second playthrough. My first playthrough, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing.
Oh, so you sent them out with no condoms at all, and then you were surprised that they came back with diseases. All right.
If anything, it's a valuable lesson for the viewers. Really.
Absolutely. Yeah.
Wait, were the drugs to cure them or to get them high?
Yeah, you could get
both.
That is terrible.
One of your starting items is cocaine.
It's cocaine.
Yeah, you can give like all of the items affect how they do their work, right? So you can give cocaine to one of the girls and it makes them speed up all of their jobs.
Of course it does.
Or you can give them pot and they complain less, which is great.
Yeah, it like de-stresses them. They're just like, nah, man.
You see, we made this argument last week that speeding up the cam girl job is a bad thing, and I don't see why you'd want that to happen. So it's like, that's a shorter show then, right? So surely you'd make less money, right?
It's better for the manager, us.
Yeah, no, so when you speed it up,
We need profits.
Yeah, it actually makes the same amount of money in less time. So it actually clicking more helps in this game. So it is like it is a clicker at its core.
Wow, what a great game.
Yeah. I've played it twice and I now feel like I'm a master. I'm gonna do a second play. Guys, I'm getting that fucking Diamond Dick. I'm gonna Diamond Dick Duncan. The WWE's greatest wrestler from 1953.
World heavyweight champion of the world, Diamond Dick Duncan.
Diamond Dick.
To be fair, this is not entirely out of the realms of possibility. They did have a man called Val Venus, and his gimmick was that he was a male porn star. Hello, ladies. That was his gimmick. They literally did.
He came out in a bath towel, Dodger.
He came out in a bath towel. All the women in the crowd, all three of them, really loved it. And he also did a scene with Jenna Jameson as a backstage promo where they were in the woods together. I think, and he's Val Venus. Val Venus.
Yeah, Val Venus. He wore a bath towel. He was known as being the dirty boy of wrestling. What is
the dirty boy?
I got this bath towel, but I don't actually take baths.
The Attitude Era. Thank God we don't have that anymore. But Val Venus has a giant Venus, as you're well aware. What have you been playing this week, Ken? Has it got? Please tell me it's not got anything to do with this. Oh yes, that is also the studio that had Big Dick Johnson. I forgot about that.
I have played Stardew Valley.
Yes, okay. There's a nice wholesome game to talk about. There we go.
Yeah, you can get your waifu, and I haven't played since they updated the waifu stuff, but you know.
Oh, really? I was gonna ask you about that because I haven't updated it either.
Yeah, it's this week I've been playing the old Dark Souls 3, but the Stardew Valley was good. It was really grindy. Like really, I guess you're a farmer. You got to farm, you know.
Yeah.
And I I guess it's not a bad habit of doing everything I could do every day. So after like 2 years, I was like, God damn it, we got to hurry up and get through winter.
Who did you boink Abigail?
Sorry, what?
The purple hair girl? Yeah. First,
you don't even know your wife's name? God.
It's been a while since I've blanked her. But at first, when I first got into town, I walked like down to the beach and I was like, who's this sexy lady standing here by the water? And it was Elliot.
Shaft. Oh, it's not Shaft. Okay.
And I was like, damn, got me. And so like I was streaming it in the chat. I was like, you got to marry Elliot. You got to marry Elliot. But eventually we held a straw poll and Abigail won out because she was fighting monsters in the graveyard with her sword or some bullshit.
That seems reasonable. You get a wife that can actually really help you out. You can just sit at home being lazy. She can go out and kill the shit for you. It's good.
That's right. There you go.
A girl that can do both.
Absolutely.
Yep.
That game's still like one of the top sellers on Steam, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes. It's so... Oh, fuck me. Where's Steam Spy? A lot.
It just hit 1 million sales, I think.
Wow.
Damn.
It turns out people really, really wanted a very, very good clone of, what's-its-face? Harvest
a better Harvest Moon.
Yeah. I mean, really, it's a better Rune Factory. Because, this has combat in it, Rune Factory had combat. According to Steam Spy, it's at 916,000, but that's not counting things like... I assume it's on GOG and probably a few other places, not just on Steam, right? Let's find out. Am I wrong? No, I'm not. Good. It's on GOG and other places too, so that's, I guess it will have hit 1 million, yeah. That's really cool for them. Well done.
Elliot looked like Fabio, and it just stole my heart, but then he lived in like a shack by the beach and like wrote for a living, and I was like, nah, get out of here. Get out of here.
I think that's who TV's wife went for.
Yeah?
Yes.
Jenna was all about that Elliot life.
Yeah, totally.
That says a lot about both of you.
Yeah.
Ken was like, I love you, but a shack? Nah. And Jen was like, I can get over it. I can get over that.
But then I got to play video games with Abigail, and I was like, you live with your dad, but that's cool. At least you don't live in a shack by the ocean, I guess.
I married Sebastian, the shut-in who sits on the computer all day.
How did you even get him? I never see him walking around town. How'd you even?
I know, you have to like trap him.
You stalking
overly attached girlfriend. What?
Okay, he leaves the house when it's raining because he's a creep. And also, like, late at night. So you have to just, like, hang out next to his house, and then he'll come out outside. And he smokes sometimes. So he'll come outside, and you can be like, hi, I hear that you, like, stuff from the mines. Please take this. And he's like, oh, thanks. And then eventually he's like, you're pretty dope. And then you could go in his room. And then you can hang out all the time.
Wow. I went around town giving all the girls mayonnaise and kept making sexual innuendos about that.
It was literally Ken's stream of Stardew Valley was him walking around with 100 jars of mayonnaise, giving it to everyone. And every now and then he'd walk up to somebody and be like, wait, is this the person who hates mayonnaise? Fuck. I'm just gonna
what do I do?
Oh my God.
We're good.
And then I'd find that person that hates mayonnaise and just like swear them off again. I'm like, no, never again. I can't even talk to them.
Oh, no.
They didn't like my mayonnaise.
Yeah.
Because all the dudes like the eggs, but the eggs made mayonnaise somehow. So whatever.
Sebastian hates eggs. Found that out.
Screw Sebastian. He probably doesn't like mayonnaise either.
He doesn't because mayonnaise is eggs.
Oh, that bitch.
I know. What a motherfucker. Like he literally his first cutscene was his mom coming downstairs and being like, your friends are coming over to hang out. And Sebastian was like, I can't, no, I'm working right now. She was like, you're just on the computer, son. Like, just hang out with your friends. And he's like, Mom, I'm working. Why does nobody take my job seriously? And I was like, oh my God, it's us.
We can relate.
I have to save him from this house where no one gets it.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Oh man.
It's good. So I guess they just did an update because one of the things that was super weird about that game is it's so about interpersonal relationships. But once you get married, at every festival, the person you've married just acts like you're just another person, and their whole family just treats you totally normal. So now they've updated it where if you talk to your significant other's family, they'll be like, hey, son-in-law, like actually recognize that a wedding happened. So.
I mean, that does seem like a logical thing to have in a game where marriage is a key feature, yes.
So.
Did you guys, any of you ever beat the game? Like finish the, finish the community center? See what happens?
No, I'm so close. I'm so close to finishing the community center.
I actually forgot what the game was all about, like sort of. And then I got there and I was like, oh yeah. Forgot that this was a thing, the whole JoJo Mart or whatever. Yeah.
Did you get a membership? Did you get a JoJo?
No, I didn't get a membership.
I want to know if anybody has, because they make it sound like if you get a JoJo membership, the entire town will blow up. I just want to know what happens.
They take over the community center and you can't do any of the community center stuff.
Is that all that happens?
That's what I understand. That's what they told me on the stream. That's what happens. You just can't do it.
You can still like be a good person and hang out.
Yeah, like the game still continues like normally. You just can't get that cutscene or get any of the extra stuff.
The town and
yeah.
Oh, that's so sad. Okay. Well, at least now I know that you can still like hang out and boink people, but you don't get to like help anyone. That's really sad.
You boink one person.
You can boink one person.
The person you married, because that's what marriage is for.
Yeah.
Save it. Wrap it up and save it. Marriage.
Wrap it up. I'm curious
before you
though
tap.
if you can give, because after you've given somebody okay, so in this game you give somebody a bouquet of flowers to be like, you want a date? I'm wondering, because they let you continue to buy flowers, can you just like give flowers to everyone and be like,
I don't know.
I want a date?
I like how when you get married, you have to go buy like a necklace from the crusty fisherman on the beach.
Why would he have that?
Find a mermaid stone. Don't worry, everybody knows what that means. Like, okay. So weird.
It's like, hey, crusty guy that's only out here in the rain. I guess I'll give you $10,000 for that.
Sounds reasonable.
Yeah,
I'll take 10.
The one dude that made this game, though, is probably taking money baths.
I would
Good job,
think so.
dude, you did it.
Yeah, he's doing well. I mean, if you're one person dev and you sell that fucking many, then yes, I'd say you're doing pretty damn well for yourself.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Has anybody played the Dank Souls?
A little bit.
I watched a dude do a 90-minute speed run of Dark Souls 3. That was
people have already beaten it in 90 minutes. That's great.
It was crazy. That dude, it was some Japanese guy who just destroyed the game. It was like, I sat there for 90 minutes watching him, like, the first boss he runs up to, and like before it's like doing an animation, he's already killed it. He's like, I'm moving on. I was like, holy shit, this guy knows what's up. He gets the second boss. The second boss comes at him, and he's like killing it while like leaving. He's killing it while he's leaving the battle.
See you later.
He's like, I don't even got time for you. It was crazy.
Was he like a what's the term? Is he like a twink character where he like gave a really high-powered weapon to?
That may be possible. There was one fight he did. It might have been the second or third fight where like he had a giant like electric sword out of nowhere. He's like, whoa! This electric sword appears, and he just murders this boss in 2 hits and then moves on. I was like, all right then.
It's gotta be.
It was crazy. He died like twice to some really stupid shit. Like an enemy knocked him off a cliff by accident at one point, and he's like really pissed about it, but goes back, and he has like a timer, like a clock on the side of his screen, and like goals for each boss. Like, I have to beat this boss by this time or this time. And then he's like, I was plus 3 seconds there. I was plus 54 seconds.
Well, that's a speedrunner in a nutshell. That's what they do.
Yeah. And so like he was killing it. Dude was doing so good. Man. So I basically saw the entire game. The eyes of a guy who gave no shits. He was like, I'm doing this.
I think that may possibly be defeating the point of the whole thing.
Yeah.
Well, imagine.
I was gonna say I played a lot of Dark Souls 2, and I was like, oh, I don't think I want to speedrun this game because I play this a lot. I know everything where everything is. Let's speedrun it, do the glitches, and it just ruined the whole game for me. Like I didn't even want to touch it again. Like you get to the part where you skip the Shrine of Winter by going outside the level and hopping over, and I was like,
that's not the way a regular player will probably enjoy the game. Ultimately.
Oh, right.
You know, speedrunning is very specific. I see the appeal of it, but I think you'd probably want to experience the whole thing.
Yeah. It sounds really cool, but then when you're actually doing it, you're like, I've had to practice this game all day long, and I'm just running as fast as I can through everything and not enjoying it. It sucks.
Yeah. You're not soaking it in, I guess.
I did see a lot of boss strategy, though. For the first time, I saw like a dude who was like, I know everything about every boss. And so like it was amazing to watch, because later on there's some bosses that you just functionally cannot run through or kill before they start. And this guy was like, here's my master strategy. And it was amazing to watch. The guy was taking no damage and like killing people like crazy. But in my mind, I'm like, I can never replicate this.
How far did you get into this, Ken, by the way?
I'm on New Game Plus now.
Oh, you beating the thing. Okay.
Yeah, well, I had my press copy, but I think it bugged or something, because like none of the NPCs that you can find in the game, like 2 of them showed up. And so now that I'm on New Game Plus and the game's released, there's like all this stuff that I haven't done yet. I'm like, oh wow.
Cool.
That's interesting. I never noticed that, but then again, I only got to the wall, and that's as far as I got before I just said fuck this. Yeah. So I haven't seen that many NPCs.
Sam didn't touch his press copy. He like just started playing it for the first time last night, so I was watching him play. The game looks beautiful, I think.
It's gorgeous, yeah. I mean, the art style for those games has always been really good, but they've now sort of got the tech to back it up for the most part, which helps. And obviously on PC, it's a lot better because it runs at 60 instead of 30. They did just patch it because apparently there were some areas that were very similar to Blighttown in DS1 where the frame rate just goes to hell.
Oh, fuck. Yeah.
They apparently did fix some of that, so that's no longer too much of a problem. There are still people complaining that the game doesn't run well on their system, but I mean, I played it and I had no problems even before the patch, absolutely not after the patch either. So it's a really weird situation where some people have issues, some people don't. So, you know, make use of the Steam refund policy if you have those problems in the first 2 hours, basically, until they fix whatever it is.
Yep. I'm enjoying it. It's got some throwback to Dark Souls 1 and Demon Souls, which I like a lot. It kind of acts like Dark Souls 2 never happened in a way.
In many people's eyes, that's probably for a good thing, right?
Yeah. I like it. I like Dark Souls 1 a lot, and it's probably my second favorite Souls game so far, just from what I've currently been playing through.
I will say the wall reminds me a shitload of the castle in Demon Souls, past Phalanx. Once you beat the first
guy? The big shield guy?
The big blobby shield. It's a big blob of shields with spears. The first boss. I think that's not technically the first boss of Dark Souls, Demon Souls, but it's around there. And then you pass that, and it's like, I'm a fucking dragon. Try running through here. Gonna flame you. Gonna get you.
Yeah, I think it's important. Demon
Dark
Souls
Souls 3
with two dragons.
Yeah,
two
just to fuck with
spraying.
you. Yeah,
and
it's
that's
so weird.
in Demon Souls.
Man, it's so weird that I actually managed to beat that game, and every Dark Souls game since, I've just played like an absolute idiot. Like, I've just been awful at it, and I've just given up. Which, like,
there's some parts of the game that just piss me off, and I don't want to try. It's like, oh, here's the guys you were going against at the beginning of the game. They're really strong now, so here's 30 of them. And
actually,
we keep death counters in the stream.
I think maybe I do know
high.
why. I think it had something to do with that. In Demon Souls, you could, like, if you had a problem with the level, you could teleport to another one. And I know
there were 5 different pillars you could go in either one you wanted to.
Yeah, so I kind of went to, I think, level 4, the skeleton, like, thunder level, and just farmed it a lot and got a bunch of souls. I think that's probably why. The other games are a little bit less easy to do that on. I mean, I know you can teleport around the bonfires and such, but you sort of force down a particular path, whereas opposed to in Demon Souls, you could teleport to the start of any of the 5 areas. And you could grab, like, an item from 4, which I think it was, like, a really cool scimitar you get from 4, which would make it easier to do 2. And then in 2, you get the shard, kill the fucking spider motherfucker, you know, upgrade your weapon, and then you could jump to somewhere else. That is not really in Dark Souls so much. Maybe that's why. Or maybe I'm just shit. Those are all possible.
I remember Demon Souls, like, the game blew my mind because you had your one little starting area, like, you didn't have bonfires you could get to. Well, you did, but you had to go through the level, open a shortcut, go to the boss, and then after you beat the boss, then you could get to the next area. Until then, you started from the very beginning every freaking time. And I was like, wow, this game's brutal. And I love it. But on that level you're talking about with the skeletons and farming that area, at the very end, there's like the big mana rays you can shoot with the huge sword. There's a throwback to that sword in one of the bosses in the game.
That's cool.
And that was cool to me.
Yeah. That's nice. I'm glad that a lot of people seem to be enjoying it. It does seem to run well. It seems like a lot of people are liking it more than DS2. That did certainly have some issues, there's no doubt.
They made it a little more friendly for the new players too. Like, everything is in your main area, your Firelink Shrine when you start. Like, your
and you can teleport back to that area.
Yeah, everyone's
that's a throwback to Demon Souls in and of itself, having that hub.
Mm-hmm.
So that's pretty cool.
They incorporated some Bloodborne stuff too, right?
Combat's faster. Like, you can, instead of, like, say, I don't know, any of the other Dark Souls games, if you get a big enough weapon and you're stunning them and they can't ever recover and you just kill them in one, you know, whatever combo. Yeah. Most of the guys in this game you can hit twice. And after twice, they're going to fuck you up.
Right.
And that it makes it a little harder, I guess, more like Bloodborne-ish. Like, you can't, and also they nerf shields, so you can't sit there and block the whole time. Like, if you're going against a boss, he's going to swing at you like 6 times, and you're not going to be able to block all that. So
yeah, I ran into the same problem. I rolled up a Pyromancer. I'm like, all right, he's got a cool shield. That'll help, but he's got a bunch of other stuff. And it's like, okay, I can take maybe one hit, and then I'm like, uh-oh. And then just fall over, and they just... Like, stop it! There are even some regular mobs that hit you like 6 fucking times in a row. Yep. And I'm like, is he going to stop now? He's not going to stop, is he? He's just going to keep fucking going at me. I used to be fucking great at parrying with a shield. I used to be fucking awesome at it in Demon Souls, and now I can't do it for shit. I don't know why. I've lost that skill, which sucks.
Timing.
When I played when I played Dark Souls 2, I got pretty all right at parrying. And then when I tried to play Dark Souls 1 with Sam, I couldn't parry to save my fucking life. And I don't know if it had to do with like controls, but I was just like, fuck.
Yeah, I have exactly the same problem. And maybe they changed the mechanics around a little bit, but I remember when I first checked out Dark Souls at Gamescom, which is like in 2011, 2012, my run of that was actually quite good. We snuck it behind all the PR people and filmed it. One of the devs went to distract the PR guys because they didn't want us to film the demo. So one of the devs was like, we really wanted to film the demo. So he went around there and distracted the PR guys for about 10 minutes. And I went through that and I fought the boar with the fucking armor on the front of it and shit. And I was like, I'm parrying. I'm great. I'm parrying. And then I got the main game and I'm like, I can't parry for shit. What the fuck happened?
Yeah, ultimately, if you like Dark Souls games, this is just another Dark Souls game. Same stuff, fun.
That's the impression I got. You know, if you're a Dark Souls fan, you're gonna like this. And you've probably already bought it, so why the fuck should I tell you it's good? You know?
I think there's 4 endings to the game in this one, from what I hear.
Oh, that's nice. Because DS2 only had 1, right?
I think you had 2 choices. Like, when they updated it, you had 2.
Still had, yeah.
Oh, did they?
Both DS1 and 2 had.
I know 1 did, yeah.
Options at the end, yeah.
Yeah, this one's supposed to have 1 secret ending and then 3 other endings. Like, after I've beaten the game, and that ending is kind of like, well, what the fuck? You know, is that the end? And then it's like, hey, you know, go back through it again and find some more stuff, and maybe you'll get a better ending.
Any ending that involves pleasing the cat snake people is the best way to go. Like, please the cat snakes. That'll be wonderful. They're obviously, they know what they're doing. They're the only guys who have the knowledge. Everyone else is deluded. Yeah, so that's Dark Souls 3. That's what I've been playing. Cool. Yeah, we're going to go to break and we're going to shill for you. Or Octopimp is going to shill on our behalf for...
Yay! Octopimp! Octopimp!
The worst wrestler. Crunchyroll.com/TotalBiscuit will be the place to go for that when we come back. More games that we've been playing this week here on the Commercial Podcast, brought to you by Crunchyroll.com/TotalBiscuit. Do not go anywhere. Head over to Crunchyroll.com/TotalBiscuit for your free 30-day trial of unlimited animes. Don't watch Phoenix Wright. It's shit. We'll be right back. No, really, it's terrible.
Good morning, class. Welcome to Anime 101. Today we'll be learning about some real shit. So sit down and listen up. You want anime? Peel back your eyelids and cram this in your side hole. Crunchyroll is an online service that gives you anime 24 hours a day. They have every type of anime you've ever wanted in the past, present, and future. Crunchyroll uses a complex algorithm powered by modern technology that predicts what anime you will most love, cherish, and want to be protected on your tombstone after you die from watching too much anime. Well, they can't do that, but... They do have Crunchyroll Premium, which lets you watch anime ad-free in eye-explodingly magnificent 1080p. You like that manly anime, right? Watch the manliest anime of all time on Crunchyroll.com. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, Fist of the North Star, Inferno Cop, My Little Sister Can't Be This Cute, and more. Go to trycrunchyroll.com for your free 14-day trial. Be there or be dead.
Ladies and gentlemen, children of all ages. Actually, not all ages. This show's like 13 plus at least. At least.
Hey, tweens. What's going on?
Hello,
Go
tweens.
away. Please leave.
Hey, we're gonna discuss the hit book. Twilight. I don't know. I was looking for something better than Twilight, and I couldn't.
Hey, tweens.
Necrophilia romance section.
Yeah, do you enjoy vampires fucking? Cool. Welcome to the podcast.
Welcome.
Do you involve vampires watching you while you sleep? That's really sexy.
I have a podcast called Vampires Fucking, and then it's just all about vampire books.
It's gotta exist already, right?
What? I'm starting it, guys. Subscribe.
Oh, no.
YouTube.com/vampiresfucking.
You're terrible.
I don't know that they would allow that.
I don't think so.
Vampires effing.
Vampires fornicating.
YouTube.com/vampire
Rotten. There's a word for you. Rotten.
YouTube.com/vampires blinking.
Do we need to bring Rotten back? I'm just saying. If it was rutting, if it was good enough for To Kill a Mockingbird, it's good enough for us.
Rutting?
Rutting, yeah.
Rutting.
We're American. We have.
I mean, I'd like to do the quote involving that, but it's very racist, so I'm not going to do that. I remember that quote, though, because it was the one where we were reading that book in, I think, in sixth form or whatever, when I was 16, 17 in school, and we were just shocked by that quote. Someone had to read it. Was it me who had to read that quote out? Because we usually went around the class doing, like, parts of the reading, because it made the whole thing more interesting. And I'm pretty sure I got that line, and I had to do it in a really southern white accent. And it's like, I saw that mother... that's racist. Over yonder, rutting on my Mayella. I'm like, no. I can't say that. That's terrible.
You need to leave the classroom.
Yes. England. Yep. We're pretty cool. All right. What else have we been playing this week? Who's got one? Dodger. You had your hand up, so you're going to have to say something. I
have a game.
I don't care. Whatever you want to say it. Damn it.
I have new Bulmas, if anybody wants to.
Fuck off. Fuck off. No.
Okay, fine.
Okay, fine. Show your Bulmas, then you'll shut up.
Okay.
Show your Bulmas. Oh, wait a minute. That's Twitch. It's
a Bulma.
This is my new Bulma.
That sure is a Bulma, all right.
An actual cloth outfit. She comes with 3 different faces. One that's like, okay, one that's really excited, and then one that's angry. And since all of the other Bulmas always look really happy and serene, I figured we had to go with the angry face. She has a detachable ponytail. Why? Who knows? You could also take off her little purple bits. Why? Who knows? And she's pretty great. And then I also got the new boobier Bunny Bulma. Look, this is the new Bunny Bulma. Her boobs are twice the size of the last Bunny Bulma. Here we go for comparison.
Her poor spawn.
Look at the boobs on this one, and then look at the boobs on this one. Crazy difference.
Quality.
Boobs. Gigantic boobsicles. So there we go with that. And yeah, delightful. I have one more that's showing up at some point, so I'll be sure to give you guys an update next time.
This has been the Dodger Bulma update. Yep. I have some pets. I can talk about them. 2 ball pythons and 2 dogs. Yeah.
Well, now that we've got that out of the way. Okay, I don't have a few things if you want.
Wait, Jesse, show us your boobs. I mean, Bulmas.
On my Bulmas?
Yes.
I mean, there's a Kerrigan behind me who is like feeling up herself, so that's a thing. How
are her boobs compared to Bulma's?
Oh, I mean, hers are harder, I would imagine, because they're carapaces. I also got a package from Pyongyang, North Korea this week, which was fun.
That's obviously a promo for Homefrclt Revolution or whatever. Yeah,
it's the new Homefrclt. It's a
you
promo
sell out.
But
bear in mind, the first one was shit.
It was great when the package said it was from North Korea, and for a brief moment, I was like, what the fuck is going on? Honest to God, I was like, these are not allowed here. If I open this, I'm going to get arrested. But it was all for jokes and shits and giggles.
And promos.
Wait, for realsies? If we get packages from North Korea, we have to call the authorities?
It's not allowed, yeah.
You're not allowed to ship things to North Korea or vice versa. That's literally smuggling.
Yes.
First Homefrclt was shit, though.
The first Homeworld was fucking shit. Although the new one has a different dev, and it's a shame because I like the idea, despite how ludicrous it is that North Korea could possibly invade by fucking air and sea the United States of America. Outside of that fact, it was kind of an interesting idea for the game. It's just that the campaign was sucky.
Yeah, this one's. I guess the premise is very similar to. Oh my God, what's the movie where people's heads blew
Red
up?
Dawn.
That was awesome.
Oh, Scanners.
No.
I was gonna say Scanners. Really?
Samuel Jackson was the genius with the lisp. And
Snakes
the guy,
oh no. Kingsman.
Kingsman, yes. Phenomenal movie. A man bangs a woman in the ass at the end. It's
so good. It's totally potential. So a princess from Sweden is captured at some point during the movie. Not too big a spoiler.
She offers to him, and he's like, "Dude,
she goes, if you succeed, you can fuck me in asshole." Or something. What? And then he's like, "I'll be right back." It's like,
he does his job. He saves the world, and then he gets some booty.
And then he has consensual anal sex, which to me is far more reasonable than James Bond.
It's a phenomenal movie.
The movie is great.
People's heads exploded. It was wonderful. Anyway, so yeah, no. I guess the premise is very similar to that, where in the new Homefrclt, a North Korean tech company for the last 40 years has been like, it's basically Apple, but like evil
Obviously.
Apple.
Evil secret Apple.
Evil secret Apple. And so that's how they managed to take over the world, is through technology.
Yeah, obviously. Yeah. There was the whole, like, we basically run our entire thing on Atari 2600s was just a front. Yeah. We actually really do have missiles and EMP and everything. It's like,
yeah, it'd be crazy to imagine a country where Asians work for cheap labor to produce mass technology for white people around the world. That'd be crazy. That'd be crazy.
They wouldn't do it in secret. They'd sell it to everybody.
Right, everybody?
Bad Apple.
China's gonna kill you.
There's already a hit out on me.
Too late. Oh my. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if that ends up being like any good. I also said Homeworld, which was completely wrong. I meant Homefront. I'm sorry. North Korea is not the Homeworld.
Homeworld.
Homefront, yes. Homefront, yes. Not the same game at all. I mean,
Identical game.
I will say, if the new Homefront is more like Freedom Fighters, which was the best video game, then I will be very happy with it.
The Freedom Fighters from Sonic the Hedgehog?
No. Sonic Underground? No.
Sonic 06, best game ever.
Kill yourself.
Read by Sally the Squirrel.
Yep.
Squirrel.
Not okay. Let's forget that ever happened. Yeah, some other video games. So I played a bunch more VR stuff.
How is the VR stuff? I haven't touched any of it yet.
How's VR treating you?
I mean, it's treating me pretty well, honestly. After I got them to stop conflicting with each other, Vive and Oculus, they want to fight.
Not friends.
They're not friends, at least not on my computer anyway. I also had to install another USB expansion card because apparently my motherboard could not support all those high bandwidth devices at the same time, even though it's a top end motherboard. So I had to buy a PCI card to plug in. But apparently it's actually a common problem. A lot of people run into that because a lot of motherboards, they lie about how much USB support they really have. So when you put in something that's actually complicated, they're like, no, we can't run all that at once. What the fuck are you trying to do? So there was that. So I eventually fixed it. I have to kill all the Oculus processors before Vive will work properly, which is weird. Because when I load the Vive software, it detects the Oculus instead, which is annoying. That is weird. Yeah. Hopefully that'll be a compatibility that eventually gets sorted out. I mean, thankfully the USB expansion card's like $15. You just shove it in your PCIe card and it just goes. So no problem at all. But I played a game on Oculus called Chronos, and I'm going to keep going to Oculus. I'm not going to call it Rift. Fuck you. Oculus sounds cooler. I'm calling it Oculus. I know it's really Rift. Don't give a shit. Oculus is much cooler. So this game called Chronos, I don't even know if I'm spelling it correctly. Probably not. I think it's Chronos. It's actually a kind of Zelda/Dark Souls style game. And you'd think, VR, that sounds fucking terrible in VR, right?
Is that the game where you're like walking around a temple and stuff?
There's a temple, but there's like modern technology in there as well. I think it's kind of post-apocalyptic. And because I was walking through the temple like, this is in the fantasy times. And then there's a fucking steel door. I'm like, that is not true at all. But the really cool thing about it is that I didn't think this worked well in VR at all. Because it's like Zelda/Dark Souls sort of, it starts from a fixed perspective in each room. But, you know, if it was on a controller, you'd be able to move it with the right stick, right? And I've always found that really fucking fiddly. Same on Dark Souls, that you have to manually orient your camera. That takes it takes your thumb out of the equation. Here's the thing. In VR, you don't have to do that. Because it's head-mounted. So you can look wherever the fuck you want with your head and still have all your hands on the controller at the same time. That is huge. I never thought that would actually make a difference. It made the game so much more enjoyable to play. Not to mention the fact that you never get stuck in walls because you have full camera control all the fucking time with your head. I was like, wow, this, if you play God of War with this or Bayonetta or something like that, it would actually be a better game. Or Dark Souls, even Dark Souls potentially would be a better game because of that head-mounted control. I know you don't technically need VR for that. You could just use like head tracking software and have the camera move there, but it's a lot more immersive in VR. And I played the game. It's pretty good, actually. It's a launch title, so it has its issues, but it shows like the potential of doing traditional core third-person experiences in VR and have them be better.
It's been a long time since I've used one of the VR headsets. Like the last one I used was the Oculus
DK
dev kit crap, but did they ever? How is the motion blur or any of that make you feel sick, nauseous when you're playing it?
Yeah, it's a lot better. Hang on a minute, I'm just breaking everything. Yeah, so it's a shitload better, and it's also a lot more comfortable to wear. I mean, that's the consumer model Oculus. It's a shitload lighter. It's got the built-in headphones. These are super useful, by the way, because wearing regular headphones with a VR headset is a fucking pain in the ass. Because they're huge, they cover the straps that are already in your head, so they cause like head pressure, and they're uncomfortable. Right. These pop-down headphones automatically activate when... There we go. They automatically activate when you put the headset on, so you don't have to configure anything. And they sound good, too, and they rest over your ears. Like, they don't push on them at all. So the Oculus being, like, I think it's a good couple of... It's either 100 or 200 grams or so lighter than the Vive, and that makes a big difference. The blur's a lot better. It's not perfect. Not perfect at all. Not at all. Both headsets have blur issues. I will say that the Vive is a bit worse than the Oculus in that regard when it comes to text. You have to really focus on text. Like, that you heard about that virtual desktop thing they've got, right? Where you can play any of your games on a big screen. If it's got a lot of text in the game, that game is going to be really hard to play because you can't read it. It's too blurry. And that, to me, gives me the motion sickness. But outside of that, I don't get it. I don't get it at all. And you can wear your glasses with both headsets. I've worn them with both the Oculus and with the Vive with minimal discomfort. So the glasses are it's totally fine. And it helps too, because it'll significantly reduce the blur if you're wearing your glasses, if you have fucked up eyes like 3 out of 4 people here. Actually, 4 out of 4 people. Dodger's just pretending.
Haha.
He's a liar.
She's got a grandma glasses.
Get your granny glasses on. There you go.
4 out of 4 people here.
Yeah, 4 out of 4 people here with fucked up eyes.
Great.
Yeah, you do get bundle little earbuds with the Vive, but they're shit, honestly. They don't sound good, they're tinny, and they're not comfortable either, because they go in your ears, not, like, resting on top of them. So there's that. There's a lot of denial I've seen around people that think, like, the Vive is maybe God's gift. And in many ways, it's really fucking cool, because of the controllers being fucking amazing. You know, I'm a convert to motion controls now, this stupid-looking fucking Star Trek thing. You know, or a soup ladle. One way or the other. This is amazing. This is such a good controller. It's so accurate and it's so good to play. So I played on Vive because I've been playing on both. I am no fanboy. I own both. I am richer than most, but I think it's that. It's like, no, it's not because I'm enlightened. I just have more money than you. But anyway, back out of the point before everybody hates me. I did play on Vive and I played Audio Shield. I think it's by the guys that made Audio Surf. Either that or they licensed the tech. That game is exhausting and fucking great fun. And the whole point is that every one of your controller is a shield, a colored shield. This one's red, this one's blue. Oh. You hold them, and you play any piece of music you want. It can automatically play any music stream from SoundCloud, or it can play from your library. So I grabbed Ghostbusters, because of course, and did the thing, and you deflect the different colored notes that are coming at you with your shields, and you cross your shields over to make a purple shield if a purple note comes at you. So it's like Audio Surf, but working out.
So you're like,
awesome.
Yeah. And some people said, oh, it doesn't sync up with the music. That's because everyone that played it on Twitch played it on easy because they're filthy casuals. If you play it on medium upwards, it syncs up really well to the music because it has all the notes, you know. So it's like, It gets really fucking, for a while. After about 10 minutes, I was exhausted because I'm fat. So there is that problem. It's tricking me into working out. I'm not sure I'm okay with that. But you get bonuses for hitting the notes really fucking hard. So it's like, boom, you punch it, you get a power bonus, which is kind of great.
Awesome. Yeah.
I love them both. Like, there's apparently experience, what the hell is it called on Vive, that is really fun, that, Unit Lost has been all over this fucking thing. I think he's not left his Vive for a week. I think he may be dead. But there is a VR game for that. I think it's called... it's called something Cut or something. I actually can't remember what the hell it's called, because I'm stupid. I'll probably find it eventually. I'm just going to look through VR and find it. But it is about sneaking around. It's basically a stealth game. And you sneak up on people with your little thing, and then you stab them with the controller. Budget Cuts is the name of it. Yeah, Budget Cuts. You kind of sneak around an office, fucking, like, and you duck underneath cover, and it detects that, so it's all full room scale. That's legit, like, great stealth game. And it really fucks your quads up because you're just squatting. It's like, oh, I'm so unfit. Oh, me legs. Yeah, they're both fun. I would again say for like right now core experiences, I think Oculus is better, but I think like compatibility wise, Vive's gonna get the same shit quite soon. So it's hard to say. I mean, really, if you have even any questions about not buying VR, then don't buy VR. Don't buy it yet. You know, that's really expensive. You know, Oculus is $600. That's assuming you can even get it, which you can't right now.
I imagine like VR games will probably be most enjoyed in like games that are sort of mini game-ish instead of like full games. Like people are out there thinking like, oh man, you can have like your fighting games and like your Dragon Ball.
I don't say I would work with fighting games.
And then you're like, I think back to the Wii and when I'm playing Legend of Zelda and I have to fucking whip that controller nonstop. And I just hate my life because I just have to keep doing this to play the whole game. I just want to play it for hours. Yeah. But no, I imagine like full games like that. Maybe
depends, like because Oculus doesn't have its touch controllers yet. Everything's played with a actual controller, like an Xbox One controller, so you don't have that problem. Vive, some of the games you can play with regular controller, but they're mostly like room scale with those motion controls. So it's kind of like the Wii, you know? It's like, hey, you need to do the swingy thing. And it's like, all right, well that's cool for a little while. The swingy thing, do the swingy thing.
Full swinger.
That definitely gets tiring, but I will say it's unique as fuck. Like compared to the Wiimote and compared to the Kinect, it's so much better. Like it's kind of it's made me sort of a motion control convert because of how accurate it is. Like you play like Space Pirate Trainer, you hold up your two guns and you just blast away akimbo. It's like I feel like an asshole, but it's still fun, and I look like an idiot. But it's still fun.
That's all that matters, right?
Yeah, exactly. I just close the blinds. No one can see me. No one can see my space
by you when you're getting your punch bonuses. And...
Yeah, yeah. Get to work out. Yeah, yeah. I think you could do like first-person fighting games. Couldn't you? Like a boxing game would work pretty well. As long as
something just your hands probably.
Yeah, I mean they did that with the Wii. Yeah, it's just better, you know, because you can really dodge and weave, and it detects you because it detects your headset with the laser grid thing, and as you move your head, it also moves you too. So it has a laser grid. Ooh.
Future is now laser grid.
I think the future's in a couple of years. Like
speaking of Oculus,
it's really good. But
anyone else, like, was this widely reported in like nerd news? Like, I don't know.
What's that?
I was driving the other day listening to Marketplace on NPR because I keep up on the numbers. But
yes.
No, but they were saying that investors are super pissed at Oculus Rift because I guess they do not have the capacity for the demand, and so literally have to keep pushing back orders. And so people are supposed to get orders and now being told they won't be getting it till the end of summer, like crazy stuff like that.
Yeah, people are pissy.
Everyone is like, all the investors are like, get the F out, really? And
they have a component shortage. Apparently the Vive has a similar issue. Like, there's just not enough components to go around right now. Yeah, it has been reported, though.
VR having problems right out of the gate. Just there's not enough.
It's to be expected.
Yeah, we need that AR life.
I'm interested to see how AR ends up working.
Pokemon Go, get my backyard.
Pokemon AR. I mean, I remember having to sell the Wii back when the Wii first came out.
I think.
And we had, 13 Wiis, and there was like 100 people on the first day trying to buy them. It was very much like that. And it took you months to get a Wii. And that was a fucking Wii, which was just two GameCubes strapped together. Yeah, this is brand new future fucking tech.
And after you can finally get a hold of a Wii, everyone else has started like trading theirs in and getting rid of it because they hate it.
Yeah. I traded my Wii in after I'd played like Twilight Princess, and I was like, "Is there anything else as good?" No. All right.
You play that one game, and you're like, "All right, I don't really care about."
I traded in for 20 pounds more than I bought it for, so I think I won on that one. That was good. But yeah, I don't want to rattle on too much about VR. It's really fucking awesome, and I hate it when people say it's not. It's like, you haven't tried it! You don't know! Sorry, Dodger, go ahead. You were going to say something.
All I was going to say is that I think when the Wii came out, the groups of people that I remember just loving it and couldn't get enough of it were either way older people or way younger people.
Yes.
Because they really enjoyed the like Wii Sports and stuff like that. Just being able to turn it on and play like kind of a simple mini game and then be like, yay, I did a thing.
I bowled the thing. I golfed the thing. I punched the thing. Yeah. I mean, core gaming on Wii was always a problem because they didn't release enough titles, and unless it was like a core Nintendo game, it didn't sell. And then, of course, they released a core Nintendo game, Skyward Sword, with motion controls, and everyone was like, this is bullshit, why did you put this in the game?
Mm-hmm. Me.
It's a shame.
No comment. New Star Fox game, no comment.
I was literally about to be like, hey guys, remember that new Star Fox game? That's great.
No comment. I don't know if we can even talk about it yet, but I'm ready to comment, but no comment.
Okay. All right, then, no comment.
It's good?
No.
Okay, no, it's not good.
Someone's embargoed.
Have you played Star Fox 64?
Yeah.
Then you've played this.
Oh, okay. So it's all right.
You'll play Star Fox 64.
Oh, my.
Okay.
Hey, I tell you what I liked on the fucking Wii, Red Steel 2. That was so good.
I never did play that. I always saw it and I was like, man, that looks cool.
It's good, man. The first one, Red Steel, was awful. But Red Steel 2, it's like you're kind of a weird space cowboy. And I think you do shit like slice bullets in half with your fucking katana. I think you had to use the Wii Motion Plus. But that was actually kind of fun. I still think the Wii, if it was powerful enough, could have been amazing for first-person shooters. Because I think the independent movement with your independent gun movement is an awesome feature. And it's just kind of a shame that they didn't really do that all that well. And now these days we have games where your camera is bound to your gun. And that's like, it shouldn't be. Really? Necessarily?
Didn't you say that Zombie U was really fun?
Yes,
No.
but that was on the Wii U. I don't know. It was
okay.
kind of fun. It was interesting.
Wasn't that
That was on the Wii U. I mean, there were guns in the game, but I mean, you didn't get a lot of ammo for it.
Yeah.
But you don't shoot them.
I remember I was trying to make...
Yeah, because you have no bullets. Like, you can't... It's England. Where are they going to get the guns from? You got a cricket bat and like a brick. That's about it. A sock full of fucking pool balls that you whirl around your head and whack people with.
You need to find the rebellion. The rebellion, they have them.
No, they have clumsy random
There's a
blasters
rebellion
and
somewhere,
X-Wings. What uses a fucking X-Wing in London? Tell me that,
Zombie
Dodger.
Rebellion?
The fucking rebellion.
In every,
I told you.
In every country, there's got to be like a group of silent rebellioneers.
England does not have an armed group of silent rebels. No, that's not a thing that exists.
I bet they do.
They do
I
not.
Bet they do.
I think at one point it was called the IRA, but they were Irish. They don't count.
We don't want to eat. We don't want to eat brains. We're getting out of here, guys.
Yeah.
We don't want to be in your war against zombies.
We really don't like David Cameron, so we armed the fuck up. Like, no, they didn't because they couldn't. Oh my.
Freaking zombie. I never thought I'd hear about that game again.
Oh god, yeah.
Came out of nowhere. A weird conversation.
I just remember trying to make videos of that game when it came out and like, oh, that's a good first episode. Let's do another one. 4 hours of recording later, I think I about got enough for a 30-minute video.
Oh god. I just like the fact that you could die in that game and then you would come to kill you as a zombie later. I thought that was pretty neat.
That was cool.
Yeah, that was neat. What's everyone else been playing?
I've been playing Danganronpa, or I finished it. Trigger Happy Havoc. Anime bullshit. It was actually pretty fun.
Is that the first one or the second one?
First one. Second one comes out on Steam later this month.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
But the first one, it was, I mean, I like my anime bullshit. And then when like characters actually like start dying, I'm like, oh, I'm emotionally invested now. I have to keep playing this game for the rest of my life. And they had plenty of that. What?
Did you finish it?
I did. I sure enough did.
When the first one came out for Vita, I remember TB tried to play it and then was like, the opening cutscene was too long and just never.
It really was. It's like,
Even
stop talking!
Even though you loved Persona 4 Golden, and that has such a long beginning section.
It does. I think that was the one. You get one in your life where you get 1 2-hour cutscene that you can handle. No more.
I mean, the start at Trigger Happy was like, I'm a high school student. I'm going to go to a new university.
I'm really excited to get into this special university.
There's a lot of ultimates. La, 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 la.
I am the ultimate at Lucky.
Passed out and woke up inside the school? Question mark.
Everyone's trying to kill me.
Now we have to introduce all 13 or however many characters there are.
It's
16
like,
characters.
Please end.
It did have a long intro, that's for sure.
I'd probably play it if I get past that bit. I think I'll just like at one point just turn it on and just hammer A for about an hour, and then I can start playing it.
It's a very slow game, no matter what. It's just like when stuff happens, it's usually like, whoa, that's really cool, and I forgot about all the bullshit I had to deal with to get here. Yay!
Yeah, it's an Ace Attorney style kind of visual novel, only with lots more murder in it. I tried to get her to agenda play it. I think it would be right up her alley. She'd have the patience for it. I wouldn't.
It's really fun. Yeah. I think I would have enjoyed it more if I hadn't watched the anime, because the anime is literally identical.
Yeah, I've been told not to watch that because apparently it's not only not very good, but it does spoil the game completely.
So people said in the stream.
Yeah.
People in the stream were like, the game has so much. I mean, well, the game's a lot longer. It has so much more stuff in it and so much better than the anime.
Yeah.
I was like, well, I'm glad I'm playing this and not watching the shit then.
Yeah, because if you watch the anime, you know how to solve everything.
Yes. It's literally a walkthrough.
So you wind up just playing the game to like get more information about the characters and stuff.
Okay. Yeah, like even the mysteries, like they were pretty well thought out. Like stuff I would think of, be like, well, this is bullshit because of this, and then it would point that out later and be like, this is why that works, motherfucker. And I'm like, damn, got me.
Yeah.
Bastards.
And then all the blood's pink, I guess, so they didn't get the mature rated.
True.
Slapped on it.
Yeah, maybe that's why.
Yeah, I mean, I guess the horrific murder of high school students isn't enough to qualify. It's just
except for one room you walk into, one room in the high school is like covered in gore and blood everywhere, like red colored, and you're like, huh, well, this is disturbing. Where's my pink blood? I don't feel safe. Where's my witty commentary from my friendly bear to make me feel better about this murder?
It's not a friendly bear, as it turns out. He's not friendly at all, actually.
Not a friendly bear.
Real dick. Come to think of it.
But I hear the second one's a lot better than the first one in every way. That's what I hear.
You get a second dick bear.
Mm-hmm.
There are two of them now. One of them's pink.
Do they make taffy? I doubt it.
I hope so.
They make taffy together and murder people.
It all comes full circle. I told you not to support them. They murder people. I fucking knew it. You guys didn't believe me. God damn it.
Oh,
Why do you support ISIS? What's wrong with you? I don't get it. Bear ISIS. Worst ISIS.
Jesse, you looked really excited about the Bears. You just making faces so you still feel part of the conversation.
Yeah, no.
You're like, oh! Okay.
Yeah. I ain't played that game. I don't fucking know about it.
You play some Huniecam, though. Shit.
Yeah, man.
Diamond Dick on the way.
Playing all the way through Huniecam took me like maybe 45 minutes. So it's like, it's such a snippet of your life to play through Huniecam.
It's not worth it. You imagine what else you could do with that snippet. Imagine.
I can't.
Has Huniecam ruined your life?
No, if anything, it made it better. Hire me, Huniecam people, so I can be in Honey Pop 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah. Your mic's still a bit low.
Electric Boogaloo.
Hire me!
That doesn't help.
You know, I really want you to hire me.
Jesse's still putting up videos of The Witcher 3?
After 86 episodes,
it will never end.
Everyone, we're finally getting out of the second area.
I just want to see the amount of money you've made off that one game.
Hour-long episodes. Multiple hour-long episodes. We're finally getting... Look, I can't play... I've learned this. I can no longer do RPGs. I can't play an RPG without doing everything. Like, it goes back to old Final Fantasy days where I'm like, yo, bro, I hear there's shit in this corner. It could be a treasure. You are fucking useless. I'm like, I got it, though, so we're good. The problem is, every fucking time I think I'm done, I stumble across something else that I was like, get the fuck out. There's another quest chain over here? And I'm just back in. I'm like, all right, fuck it. Let's keep going. The game, there's too much to do in that fucking game. There's too much to do. It's crazy. It's almost been out an entire year. It's almost been out an entire year.
I know. That's why I'm like, you're still uploading that shit.
It was
the second area.
Horrible mistake, but a worthy, like, I enjoy it. So,
yeah,
I love it. I can't not love it. It's just, oh my God. Like, there's so much to do. Finally moving on from, admittedly, though, I did everything. Like, I went through and killed everything, murdered everything, saved everyone, fucked everything that walked. And now I'm moving on. I'm moving on to the island. the
So
island
proud of you.
area. Yeah, I know.
Done. Well
You
done.
missed it. It was a
Did
big.
it.
The last episode at the end, I was like, I had a big moment. I was like, we did it! Oh my god, we did it! It was a huge moment for me. I was so proud.
You read the comments and someone's like, "Yo, bro, there's totally an item over here in this corner."
Oh yeah, no. So
Fuck
there's
yourself.
the northeast corner of the map. There's literally nothing there, and I was like, what the fuck is it? And some guy was like, yo, bro, download the DLC. That's that entire corner. I was like, fuck you.
Oh me, that's
Oh
that's
my.
funny.
How like percentage wise, what percent of the game do you think you've completed?
I mean, I know for a fact that the game really picks up main story wise. The minute so like there's Velen, which is the main like area that you play in, and then there's Skellige, which is the island chain area. Skellige is, I mean, it's a hefty part of the game, but most of its like story bits are related to like the overall plot. And right now, I know max level's 34. I'm 23, and I've only finished the second area. So I imagine, I don't know, 60%. I like the expansion. If you play the first expansion from scratch without playing the real game, it starts you at level 30. So I think it's saying get to level 30 and you'll be fine. So I'm not at all worried about like anything. I need to like, oh, there's a question mark over there. Well, I've got to go over there then. Oh, I have a contract. Well, I've got to go complete that. Oh, I have a quest that's level 6 that I still haven't done because fucking Triss left me and like vanished. And I can't turn it into her. Oh, so I need to find her again and be like, yo, girl, can I turn this into you? Because I just really want to. So.
Also, you're looking great.
Love them tatas, girl. Thank you.
Yeah, nice tatas. Okay, well, bye.
My favorite, look, it's already spoiled for me, so enough of that for chat.
Wait, is it going to be a spoiler for chat?
No, I'm not gonna give the action. So like, you have the option to fuck everyone in this game. Literally every woman character you meet, like a main character, you're like, oh yeah, no, I'm gonna bang this girl. Later on, everyone has told me like, look, bro, you don't want to bang both Triss or Yennefer. Don't do it. Whatever, I don't care. 'Cause they're like, if you bang both of them, they won't fall. Neither of them will fall in love with you. So fuck you. Here's the thing, y'all. I don't care. The man is a womanizer. He fucks everyone. Like, even in the expansion, there's a new girl. So after you beat the game, and it's like, in the end, he settled down with one of these two. He just goes off and fucks someone else.
Just kidding.
So like, my ending is the ending where he's like, yo, bro, I don't give a fuck. I don't need no woman. And he just goes off on his own and continues to fuck random chicks. That's my ending to this story. He doesn't deserve the happiness of like, oh, look at me. I'm settling down and living my life. He is a bad man. He's a bad man. He's super bad. It's like, oh, well, you can get the ending where he's happy and lives his life with one of the women. Fuck that shit. Fuck that shit. He gets to go on an adventure. You can get the ending where it's like, yeah, he went off and became a Witcher forever and was a fucking badass. That's the ending I want. Goes on and just slays and lays. That's what I want.
Slays and lays.
Slays and lays.
Is there like a STD debuff or something you can get in that game?
Well, that's the genre name, Slay and Lay.
He can't get STDs. It's the whole point. He's infertile. He can't get STDs. That's why he sleeps with everything. That's literally the lore of the fucking game.
That's the lore.
That's the lore. Here's the thing. The reason why I bang sorceresses, they can't have children either. They're infertile too. So literally, it's like all these women, fuck them. Why? Because they do it for fun. Because they can't have kids. So fuck it. And you don't get STDs because you're a fucking Witcher. It's the lore.
How did you get in this situation this week? I was fucking some witch, and here we are.
Really? That's actually a quest in the game. One of the witches convinces you to sleep with her, and then she totally abuses it. She like steals your shit. Oh my god. It's amazing.
So passionate about this. Oh my god.
Absolutely.
There's a reason it's 86 fucking episodes in. And I'm still not done with this goddamn thing.
Everybody in chat is like, yep, it's true.
It never ends.
I know what I'm talking about. It's in the lore. He can't get any diseases. That's literally, they write in a reason for you as the main character to fuck everything that moves. Like, it's written in the game. Like, look, you might as well. Nothing's gonna happen from it.
And it's a game, so nobody's gonna be emotionally attached or anything. Fuck it, whatever.
Yeah.
You know?
Fuck it.
Literally, fuck it. Eternally, fuck it. For aeons, fuck it. Well, that's that.
Yeah, I looked over my desktop. I have so many games that I need. Like, finally, I got a code for Deadstar, which is that game I played at PAX South. Which
yeah, I've been looking at. Tell me a little bit about that, because that actually looks kind of cool. I was looking at it on Steam. I haven't got a code yet, but.
So Deadstar is a game. I'd play the shit out of it with you. Deadstar is a game where you pick from a variety of ships, and you play on. It's a team-based game, and there are quadrants. It's either you can do 3 quadrants, 5 quadrants, or maybe 7. But the quadrants are randomly generated in a specific pattern. But the little specific quadrants are randomly generated, and each of them has minerals and bases that you can take over, and your objective is to take over the quadrants, but also upgrade the bases, and then in the end, defeat the enemy team. So it's sort of like, I don't even know how to describe this fucking game. It's like, I
make a reference to Subspace or Cosmic Rift, but no one will know what the fuck I'm talking about, because those were like 20 years ago.
But it's a very, very cool game where you can either make your character a really fast, quick raider ship. You can make it a big battleship. You can make it like a defensive ship. You can make it a mining ship and literally just sit in the back and mine and upgrade the bases as your main force moves forward.
You can be a Holly. A Commander Holly. Sitting in the base being helpful. That's good. I like that.
There's so many really cool things in this. And then there's the third faction, which or
holy shit, the size of that fucking ship. Oh my god.
So when the third faction shows up, which is the yellow team, they can show up as a giant ship in the middle of the fucking battlefield and attack both teams. And so you need to decide, am I going to take them out or focus on the enemy? Because you can still win the level without taking out yellow. So, like, do I use them to my advantage? What do I do? Then there's other things where sometimes a meteor shower comes through and destroys everything. So you have to avoid giant fucking meteors coming through.
This sounds like fun.
Radiation clouds. Oh, it's super fun. It was one of the biggest lines at PAX South. I must have gone through it like 6 times. I loved this effing game.
I have a game just like that. It's called freaking Space Food Truck.
That's nothing like that at all, Ken. Not in the slightest.
Oh my god, I played a game that was identical to that.
Yeah, there was freaking meteors and everything in that game.
There were. Fuck Sinvictor, worst engineer in the fucking world.
It'll be alright, guys. We don't need shields.
It'll be fine. We don't need shields. Turn later, Meteor 2 damage. Would have died if he'd listened to him. What a twat. Never trust Sinvictor.
I love when, like, for the next 3 or so turns, the chef just breaks things. Like, you're just trying to fly somewhere, man, and the chef's just running into everything. And you're like,
I made a souffle that gained sentience that's trying to kill us all. It's like, stop it immediately.
Why? And then it's like, oh, the chef heard a song that reminded him of his native dance routines, and he broke stuff with his big butt.
Yeah, he shook his booty a little bit too much, and everything broke.
Yeah.
God, I love Space Food Truck. That is such a fun game. We had a blast playing it, myself, Ken, and others. It was
you guys still playing Secret Hitler?
When these guys fucking show up, yeah. They never show up for the games. We played Gremlins Inc. on Sunday because we had like 4 people.
We had to deal with our very last episode of Geek Enders.
Mm-hmm. Is it finally done? You finally going to show up for Secret Hitler again? That would be fun.
Finally done. Go
Good.
90.
See, they have no excuse anymore.
I'm never here on Sunday, so I don't get to play. I never got to play with Jesse. Everybody talks how good Jesse is at the game, and I was like, bullshit, I bet he's not that good.
He's a bit scary, I'll give it. Well, I mean, we've changed things since you last played. Like, you no longer, we don't use the Not Hitler cards anymore.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so the developer confirmed those actually don't exist. Like, that was...
I remember you guys saying that, but it was...
Wait, so you don't... So there's never a confirmation of...
No, you get confirmation, you don't get a reminder of it. So the whole point is that... The problem is they've added... The tabletop sim game has too many memory aids in it. So as a result of that, it skews it in favor of the liberals, because if a fascist tries to confuse you, you already know he's lying. It's like, well, no, I think he's Hitler. And it's like, wait a minute, he's got a Not Hitler card, so we know he's not. But if you forget... It's like, oh, hang on, was he? And then of course the other people's like, no, he wasn't. It's like, yes, he was. And then it's not an argument. So it's that, and you're not supposed to take notes, basically. So we now have those two rules, and we found the fascists win quite a bit more because we forget who the fucking fascists were.
It's like, there's not enough lying in this game, really. I mean, there's just arguing over the truth. And I mean, well,
yeah, because you have too many facts at hand, basically. So we removed those. They did say also the previous chancellor wasn't a thing either, but I believe that was because they don't want to print it, just not because they don't want it. It's fine. They say you can have that, and honestly, like we said. Yeah, you should totally be able to see that. Like, that means we don't fuck up. The rest of it is, that you can keep that hidden. So, I mean, I want to play more of it, obviously. On Sundays, it does generally happen. It's just sometimes we don't have the people. Because I played a 10-player game with Cry and Company, and it was really fun. Now the
player game.
Yeah, so Tabletop supports 10-player now. And the 10-player game, I think, is the most fun version because there is, like, 3 fascists plus Hitler, and every power is in play always. So, like, you get 2 investigations and a whole bunch of other shit. So, it's kind of cool, actually.
No, I see Krendor in the chat. You accuse that guy of being fascist. He just shoots
always
you in the face.
It's because he's the worst liberal, but simultaneously has the #1 best liberal win rate, which makes... Because... We don't know. He just insists regardless that he's liberal all the time. And it's like, I don't know whether to believe you or not, because one of these times you're not going to be.
He's the Bernie Sanders of our games.
Are you saying he's secretly a fascist?
he's super liberal.
Oh, my. He is apparently always liberal.
There's JP, too. He's Hitler.
Yeah. JP's not important enough to be Hitler.
I believe I have the #1 record for most being Hitler.
You have. Yeah. I got away with it. We did an episode where I actually got away with being Hitler. Because Witwick's fucked up. So I got away with it.
Nice.
That sounds about right.
I was happy with that. Witwick's made out that he was a fascist, but he was a liberal, so everyone like fucking went on him, and I snuck through as Hitler, so I was really happy about that. Thank you, Witwicks, for sabotaging the game.
Every time I played, anytime TB had like any slight change of how he spoke or anything, people were on it.
I hate that! I'm the most analyzed person in that game, and if Cry is in the game, he sniffs me out immediately if there's even a slight change in my temperament. I was like, fuck, man! This is impossible! To one point, I stopped arguing with him. Like, I just refused to talk to him, because anything I said would fucking damn me. So, like...
I think that's why Secret Hitler got frustrating for me, too, is that if I'm a fascist, everyone knows. Somehow. Like, it'll be the first turn, and everybody's like,
Dodger's a goddamn
Dodger's
fascist.
I haven't done it. I literally said nothing. And they're like, yeah, it's a little suspicious, huh? You saying nothing? I'm like, what? And so the next time I'm a fascist, I'll, like, talk a lot, and they're like, wow, fascist. Talking a whole lot, huh? Got a lot to
and then
say.
you don't say anything. It's like, she's not talking very much at all. Is she a fact? It's like, it's impossible!
How ironic that the very first game you ever played, the first thing you did was be like, Jesse's a fascist, guys. How ironic! That's what happened to you.
No, the very first game, my very, very first game, I was Hitler and we won. But yes.
Yeah, and I accused you of being Hitler, and I knew you were Hitler, and I threatened to slap you for being Hitler, and everyone was like, she's not Hitler. You thought Hitler was like, fuck! It angers me how dumb everyone was.
I, like, muted myself and snuck to the door and locked it.
I knew you were. I knew it.
I was like...
I knew it. I was like, I will find you.
God damn it. I still love that game. Hopefully we'll do it Sunday if people show up for it. I actually need players for it, though, so if people do show up, we'll do the game. If not, we had a lot of fun with Gremlins Inc. Fuck Krendor in particular.
Oh, I mean, Krendor play a game. Fuck Krendor.
Krendor, he pulled a Jesse. You remember your move in Talisman, Jesse?
I do.
He pulled that in Gremlins Inc.
Good job, Krendor. Good job, buddy.
He literally decided the winner of the game on a coin flip with a card. It was the last turn. It's like, I can fuck over one of you. I'm going to flip a coin to figure out who it is. Like, you son of a bitch. He is an agent of chaos. That's all he is.
I love it.
Some men just want to watch the world burn. And he is that man.
Yep.
What a fucker. What a dick sock. Oh.
Man, my business email is so great. Ever since I played Sakura Fantasy, I just get Steam codes for like all the booby visual novels.
All upon
Forward
games.
them to me.
Yeah,
you want some?
Yeah, how come booby developers? Where are you at?
That's literally Dodge's business model.
Movies, where are you at?
Where are my boobies at?
Movies, where are you at?
There was one that in the email is like, this game has the biggest boobs of any visual novel. And I was like, wow, really?
I like that it's like upfront about that, you know? We know what this is about.
Like, if you do any videos of our game, you have to do it like this and this and this. You have to make it this long. You can't go this far. And I was like, well,
fuck you. Yeah.
I'm not doing all of that.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm
But
doing it just because you promised me big boobies, because let's be real.
like,
Yeah.
if they give you an embargo like that and it's not even remotely a popular game, then just don't do it to launch. Because, like, nobody gives a fuck about that game. You're the only one who's going to make them give a fuck. So you have all the power in that situation. Don't agree to bullshit embargoes.
Yeah,
Either you negotiate back with them and say, look, I'm really more important than you are, or you just say, well, I guess I'm not covering it till launch then.
Look, I'm very important.
I don't think you understand.
But I'm very important.
You
I'm
don't
an influencer on the internet.
yeah.
You understand?
I signed up for a YouTube account, you know. Do you know who I am?
You know how dumb I have to act on the internet to be as famous as I am today?
He's an idiot! He's a complete moron!
I deserve respect.
Absolutely.
No. Guys,
No.
you don't even know.
I make videos where I don't even respect myself. You need to respect me.
Indeed. Oh, God. Yeah, but don't be mean to devs, but if they give you silly things like that, try and negotiate.
I just didn't
you know?
respond. I mean,
Yeah.
I did
Ignore
activate
it.
that Steam code, but I did not respond.
Yeah, well, I mean, don't play it till it comes out, you know, because nobody cares until the game comes out anyway, so you might as well just wait.
Can I give free publicity to a company that wouldn't give me money to promote them, but I want to promote them anyway because it's an amazing company?
I mean, you can.
Do it.
Maybe.
Give me a sec to look them up. So, these guys
So
wanted me
you
to
shit
make
at
a
this,
video-
basically.
These guys wanted me to make a video for them, and when I asked them if they would be willing to pay me, they were like, no. So here it is. Hi there. We are polygamy.com.
What?
This is true. And we'd like you to make a quick and simple video vlog style for us. No fancy production needed, just straightforward awareness campaign. Okay, so it literally has like what the requirements of the video are. Polygamy.com must be in the title. And then you scroll down, this is conversation starters. Here's real things they wrote me about how to start a conversation with my
Why the
audience.
fuck are you
about polygamy.
promoting these people?
I'm promoting it because this is amazing. Here we go. Conversation ideas. Isn't it time that polygamists got their rights too, like gay people? Wait, hold on. The next one. Would you really mind two moms, wives, sister wives, etc.?
That sounds like a whole lot of drama to me.
Here's my fit. The next one is the best one. I thought it was illegal. If so, why? Are they harming anyone? Wasn't voting illegal for women? Wasn't being alive illegal
False
for
equivalency!
Wasn't being alive illegal for black people? That's
What?
Wasn't being alive? That's literally what it says. And I was like, oh my God, I will make this video if you just let me read this email.
Is that a parody site?
No,
Like,
no, it's a real thing. And I was like, I will do this. And they're like, okay. I was like, I want money for it though. And they're like, nope.
I gotta ask, so they expected you to promote this website for free that has nothing to do with gaming at all, and they wouldn't pay you any money for it, and they're also crazy.
Can I just throw in there that the only other person that I know who also got this email is Happily Aaron, who does
Oh my
anime
God.
videos. I'm like, whoa, how
Hey, Aaron, we can make a great video.
Jesus Christ, I gotta check my business email right now.
I look, if you would give me money, I would every day promote this. Like, look. Have you ever thought that is it? Yeah, it was weird. that it's
Isn't
illegal.
polygamy the same as black people? No.
Yeah.
No, it isn't.
But isn't also being alive while black illegal? Guys, think about it. Think about it.
Wow.
Well, this is gonna get us in trouble.
I can't.
The answer is no. No, it's not.
I was like, this is the greatest email I've ever received in my entire life.
Jesus.
Oh shit!
Wow. Okay, that's a discussion I have no interest in getting into, especially not now.
I
Thanks.
feel like This is the perfect time to go to break.
I think that's a fantastic time to go break. This has nothing to do with video games.
There's no way to come back from here.
There is not.
Let's be real.
We're pretty much done. We're coming back with stuff about PAX and possibly news. Don't go anywhere. Co-optional podcast. We endorse none of this.
Oh, my Fitbit died. Now I don't know how lazy I'm going to be.
Did it? Really? Welcome back to the podcast, ladies and gentlemen. My Fitbit died. I don't know how, because I never work out at all, but hey, there you go.
Oh.
I got to roll my chair in there and charge this thing up.
Yep. Get someone to push you in there. Name of that song, by the way, for those who were wondering, it's Wandering Moon Prison by Fingerspit, which is from the Gods Will Be Watching alternative soundtrack. Fingerspit is not something you do in Huniecam Studio, although it could be. Just want to point that out.
It's very close to some of the
But butthole surfing
is in there.
There is a tutorial very similar to
Oh my
that.
god. So I'd love to talk about the upcoming PAX event, because I think... is everybody going? Ken, are you going?
We'll be there.
Cool.
Yep.
We'll all be at PAX East. And, of course, we'll be doing the co-optional podcast, which is
Saturday at 12:30, bro.
Is it 12:30 or 1:30?
Get there at 12:30 if it's at 1:30.
Yeah.
A live podcast on stage or something?
Yep, live podcast. We do have a 700 capacity room. Bear in mind, we have filled more than that before, so it is possible.
Who's your guest going to be?
It's possible that the room might fill up. We don't know, because we haven't done PAX in a while.
1 p.m. I would advise getting there. Here's what I'd say.
Dragonfly Theater, by the way.
10:30, go to the Albatross Theater and watch me at the Banner Saga panel. Then immediately afterwards, go get in line. Get in line. That's what I would say. And then afterwards, we have an autograph session. So literally, you're spending your Saturday with us. Just map it out. Map it out, bro. Map it out. And then Sunday, Crendor, 11:30 a.m.
Are they going to stream it also, or is it just going to be a live
It's
show?
going to be streamed. I don't know about the Banner Saga one, but I know ours will be. It's going to be
nice.
streamed on the Dragonfly stream.
Banner will be streamed. Cox Crendor. Here's the deal, though. I don't know what the quality will be like. I'd say if you're there, go watch it in person. You don't want to see a VOD. You want to be there.
Yeah, I have no idea what it's going to be like either.
You want to be there, though, because you want to be there.
Yeah, I'm hoping we can get a copy for the channel, but I don't know, because I think that's the first time they've streamed it for us. Usually we've just done recording with Polaris, so I don't know what the fuck's going to happen with that. But there should be a copy available one way or the other for people, so I believe it's just going to be the three of us, and it will be just us for an hour, so there is that.
Great. Bring your kids if they have weird questions to ask TV.
No, don't bring them.
We need more little kids asking TV why.
God damn it. I mean, that was funny, but we've already said that the show is not kid-friendly,
It's
so...
not for kids.
It's not for kids. We swear a lot, and it does make us feel really awkward if there's kids, 6-year-olds in the front row.
Do you guys take live questions from the audience?
Well, we do it at the end. We do like last 20 minutes or so.
So that gets rough sometimes.
We haven't really had a problem with that, other than people some
Oh,
people
awesome.
do need to hurry it along a little bit. It's like, well, this question's in 10 parts, so like, could we not just ask one and move on, please?
Yeah.
You know, don't take 5 minutes,
I'll
and there's
say.
other people waiting. You know.
Our audience has been very good at conventions and live shows.
Are you kidding? They heckle the shit out of us all the time.
In like a sweet way.
Yeah, no, but like in a loving way. I've seen some other panels, no names, Jontron, where the fans are crazy people. Literal crazy people. They're like, the questions are weird, the audience is weird. I'm just saying, John, if you need help, call me, because your fans are crazy people.
Oh my.
Oh man!
They
Like,
kind of
whenever I do my own panels, like if I go to like a local anime convention or something, it's always
that's the problem.
Exactly. Well, it's always the reverse. They're always like really nice questions, and like everyone's very tame. But then I'm like, they're like, Ken, you know X YouTuber, right? Yeah, fuck that guy. He's fucking
Fuck him.
Let me tell you about what he did.
You know Toby Turner? Well, it's like
No, it's never that bad. But I always throw a bunch of shade, and everyone's like, Ken.
Yeah, you do have to watch out about that.
That's the best joke. Whenever anyone at a convention's like, so TB, is he really as mean as he acts? I'm like, oh yeah, he's a
Hell
yeah.
he is.
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
He's the worst.
Without a doubt.
Oh, I'm like, I'm messing with you. Get out of here.
Yeah, because they're like, really? Like, no, we're actually joking. But
No, guys, calm it down.
Like I went on like a rant one time. I mean, it was all tongue in cheek kind of stuff. But then like I was like, I hope nobody's recording me doing this.
you
because
know
they
they
could
will
really,
be.
They could cut this up and really make it look bad.
You know, we half considered not releasing the Cards Against Humanity show from CoxCon because we knew some people would take it badly. But like, actually, we saw at least 20 people in the audience filming it anyway, so we might as well make some fucking money off it. If you're gonna film it, then it's already out there. We can't do shit about that. We're just gonna trust the internet. You know what's weird? God. The internet actually, for once, didn't fucking go crazy over that, which was surprising. Really surprising.
2016 secret Hitler, think about it.
How's it going to be secret if we'll show all the audience and they'll immediately just call out who Hitler is? You know it's going to happen.
No, we won't show shit.
Oh.
Leave the audience in the dark. Let them guess. F them. That's what I say.
That's a good point. We could totally do that. If we have enough to do it. If we get every guest on stage, we can do it. I'd buy that. I just hope the set's out by then. I've got my set on Kickstarter. I just hope it's like shipped by then. I hope so. We'll see. Otherwise, we're printing one.
I was gonna say you could just print it.
Print and play, yeah. Print and play.
But yeah, line etiquette, guys. If you have a bunch of people behind you and you're like, first, a tail.
It's like, no.
Condense. Try to condense it, not just for us, but also for everybody else who's like waiting in line.
Dodger will tell you that we really care.
My entire life story.
That's not true. I really don't.
All Dodger fans, by the way, those are all the fans are like, I want Dodger.
No, untrue.
I have a 3-part question.
3-part. That's short for most. It's like we don't really need to hear your life story, and it's mainly due to the fact that 1, it doesn't make the show interesting at all, and 2, it cuts down the number of questions we can answer. So please don't. Ask your question, move on. We want to get through as many people as possible.
Oh, God.
So, it sucks if you stand alive for 20 minutes and you don't get to ask anything.
So what was the actual point of talking about
Anyway,
PAX?
the whole outside
point.
of promoting the shit out of our panel to make sure we fill that room and make everyone else feel bad, because if we don't fill the room, I'm going to feel bad. Then, I wanted to talk about the games that we're going to be like looking at, because I've started booking appointments and there's some really interesting stuff there. And I was wondering if you guys knew what was there. You haven't planned, have you? If you,
I need to say one thing.
No clue.
About the if we go to if I see you guys at the PAX party this year, Dodger, I will chill my ass out this year.
I will chill my ass for you, Dodger. I'll chill it.
If I see Sam there, I won't be like, Sam, let's fucking fight.
Wait, what?
the last party.
What did I miss?
We got there. It was so amazing. Oh my god, we got there when Ken was like already slammered, and it was so. Oh my god, Ken was like ready to fight anybody. It was so.
It was just Sam. I was cool with everybody else. So I just.
The second Sam would show up, Ken was like, Sam, what the fuck? Like, all of it.
Ken, did Sam be marking his territory and Ken just objected to that?
I was so aggro against Sam. I don't even know why. I was just like, fuck that guy, Sam. I wasn't mad at him. It was like friendly-ish, but
friendly violence. Friendly violence.
It seemed very friendly because I was hammered out of my brain. But even like the bouncer was like, you okay? Talking to Sam.
Oh my.
Yeah. One of the dudes who worked there, when Ken was like all up in business, one of the dudes who worked there came by and was like, do we have a problem? Do I need to take care of this right now? And I was like, it's fine. And he was like, sirs, is everything okay? Do I need to take care of this? And Sam was like, he's fine. He's just really drunk. And Ken was like, I'm not drunk.
Fuck you, Sam. How many drinks you had? Blah, let's go to the bar. Blah. Yeah. Thinking back at the parts that I remember, it was pretty embarrassing.
He
was just being a bro, Ken.
As a bystander, I thought it was great.
I blame it on Syndicate when I walked in. He was like, Ken, we're going to do all these shots. And I was like, okay, let's do them.
Not trust the guy that was literally fined by the FCC.
Yeah.
That's actually true. But FTC.
So anyway, if I see you guys, I will be drinking in moderation.
Yeah. I won't be probably going to any parties at all. As Krendor suggested in the chat, we should just play board games and not go to parties. You know what?
PAX South was
that
dope.
sounds fantastic.
And drank. We went to a weird taco place one night and just sat there. Look, if you want to find us outside of the con, go to like restaurants, and that's where we'll be.
No.
Find like the dingiest restaurant near the convention center, and that's where Jesse and Chris will be.
Yeah. Find the best restaurant in the area. That's where we'll be, because I'm a fucking snob. So just telling you that.
I'd imagine like the one that's like got the least amount of people in it. That's where you guys have snuck in, and
that's usually a good idea. It's nice and quiet. Although we will, if I don't know if Boston has one, but we need to find a Brazilian steakhouse so we can fucking meet out. It's gonna be
they had a great one at San Antonio.
Oh,
that was so epic. Oh my god, Brenda and I went to one there with JP and a bunch of like Twitch people, and we were like, first off, we were the cattiest bitches in the corner, like just making fun of everyone in the restaurant, like, oh, look at that person. It was great. Brenda and I are
How could you do that with meat in your mouth? The whole point of that place is you have meat in your mouth always.
Meat was just okay.
Always meat in your mouth consistently.
Here's the problem. It wasn't great.
It wasn't.
The meat that I wanted, those sons of bitches, they'd go to every other table but ours and would not bring it to us. And when they finally did, I was like, I want 2 of those fucking things. It was chicken and it was pink in the fucking center.
Yeah, that would kill you. I think JP just suggested like the best one we've ever been to. I was in, oh god, where were we? Boston. Oh no, Boston? Yes. No, not Boston. No, Atlanta. Completely different place.
Yes.
Atlanta.
Oh, yeah.
Not Boston. I think it's called. I think JP just told me what the name was. I hope that's right. Fugo de Chao.
Fugo de Chao.
Oh, that's the place we went. Yeah,
that's the place in San Antonio we went to.
Oh no, that can't be this. Is it a chain?
I think it is a chain. Yeah,
all right, hang on a minute. I'm gonna.
There's a Fogo de Chao in LA.
So I reviewed this on TripAdvisor. Yeah, there's a Fogo de Chao in Atlanta. But you telling me it was bad? Because ours was fucking amazing.
That was good.
It was not.
Oh god.
Well, I wouldn't ask for like 2 of anything. You know, they like cut me some slices off.
I wonder if it's like a generic name because like Fogo de Chao is rated like number 10 out of 3,100 restaurants in Atlanta. Like it's that good. It's like 4.8 on TripAdvisor.
Might be amazing.
It is. It's fucking awesome.
One I went to. It was okay. It was solidly okay. Like it wasn't amazing.
All right,
but
go to the one in Atlanta. It's fucking amazing.
Yeah, here's the thing. You're all wrong. The best restaurant, thank you, Crendor. The best restaurant in San Antonio is Sweet Yams. It looks like a crack house. It's the best food ever.
Why am I not surprised you and Crendor went there?
We looked it up. It had 5 stars on Yelp, and we're like, we got to walk there. This was 2 years ago. We walked to it. We walked into like a slum. And there's this restaurant, and Crendor and I are like, what is this place? We go in. It's like this woman and her husband and or boyfriend, and they're just like cooking in a little shack. And it was so effing good.
They usually are.
We went back last year. They remembered us. They were like, "You guys are back this year." We were like,
"Polygamy.com."
Oh no, wait. There's a Fogo in Boston, by the way. It's pretty highly rated. We could try again.
I don't think I've ever been to Boston actually.
It's pretty.
Really?
It's cold.
I like Boston a lot. The architecture there is dope.
No, I've been to Seattle a few times.
Yeah, Boston. Fogo. It's on 200 Dartmouth Street in Boston. We'll go there. We're gonna go there. We're gonna have some meat.
Real talk though, this year, if there's a day, maybe like Thursday, I might plan this out. I don't know. If there's a day like Thursday, any of you nerds out there are in town, or Dodger, Duger, TB.
We fly in on Thursday. I don't know if I want to do shit with you though.
I want to go to Bodeborg so badly.
A what?
Oh, Bodeborg is so rad.
I want to go back there so bad. It's the place that was like a real life video game. Like
yeah.
Oh, one of the days I would just love to go there. I don't know how late it's open till.
Do you have to hold X to eat and all that?
It's all not escape rooms.
It's not a restaurant. He's confusing you now.
Super
it's not
cool.
a restaurant.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, but it's like
it's an escape room.
Multiple escape games, and they're all like. It basically feels like you're in a video game. It's so effing cool. If you're there early, just go Yelp that thing. It's like outside the city, so you might need to like get an Uber or rent a car or whatever.
Yeah.
It's so effing cool. I would suggest grabbing your friends and going. It's like 3 to 6 people.
Oh, speaking of being there early, Dodger, do you have to come with Sam to go to the freaking race thing we have to do?
I don't think I'm supposed to.
Dodger, do you have to?
Do you have to come?
What day are you guys leaving?
You're not even trying anymore.
Yeah, I just didn't know how early people are going to be there because I'm going to be there like a week before the freaking event even starts.
Oh, Jesus.
Why? Jesus.
So we can race go-karts.
Yep.
That's it.
I can't wait for the theme.
The brand deal of racing go-karts when half the cast is in Europe and they don't even allow this thing we're trying to promote in Europe.
Great. That sounds like a really great idea from Polaris, as usual.
It's so good.
Polaris is really good at brand deals, guys. They're really smart and never fuck up anything. So there's a few
comment.
Yeah, so outside of restaurants, there are a few like games that I've got. I'm not doing like full schedule this year because Jen won't let me, but I'm doing like 4 hours a day or whatever. And I've got some shit books. Below's gonna be there. You remember that? Like
Below?
No, Below by Capybara Games, by Cappy Games. The sort of Dark Souls-esque sort of 2D little underground roguelite thing. They've got that, which is supposed to be really good. I'm booked in to see that. Lawbreakers, Cliffy B's new game from Boss Key. Gonna go watch that. Gonna play it. Mirage Arcane Warfare from the guys that made Chivalry. Yep, I'm gonna be there. Orion. This was cool. This almost got lost in the shuffle. It's apparently the first like major game developed by an African studio, and it looks gorgeous. Yes, it's an RPG. It's colorful as fuck. Like, it looks really great. The first Central African developer. It's called Orion A Legacy of the Coriodan, which is a 2D African-based fantasy action role player based on African myths. And it looks... hang on, let me pull up the trailer. I've got it right here. Because, like, it's by Kiroro Games, and it just looks beautiful. Like, really, really gorgeous. And it's like, it's an action RPG. I'm like, really? That sounds cool. I'm gonna go check this shit out, because this looks new. So, I mean, this is what some of the scenes look like from it. It looks kind of great. I believe it's... Yeah, look how colorful that is. Oh my god, that is such a beautiful scene. Yeah, so I'm checking that out. Oh, what else have I got on the list? I'm gonna check out Behemoth's new game, Pit People. That looks like a lot of fun. Apparently, they've also got custom arcade cabinets there to play the game on, which is going to be fun.
The arcade controllers are crazy looking,
Yeah. Metronomicon, which is a dancing game combined with Final Fantasy, where, Yep. Animals. Adult Swim have 8 games there, and I just said, fuck it, we're going to do all of them. Because Adult Swim games are usually really fun, so...
They're usually pretty great, yeah.
Yeah, so I'm gonna check that out, and I've got, like, a few hours, like, left to kill, so I'm gonna look to see what I got. Square Enix emailed me, say, hey, you want to check out our stuff? I looked at the list, I'm like, no, actually. I own either everything you're showing, or it's on console or mobile. I don't care. Like,
Square Enix had one game that I really wanted to play, and it's like a new indie game they had. And I was like, I mean, Sunday after my panel, I guess we could have time. And they're like, sorry, we're not doing Sunday anymore. I was like, well then, get out of luck. Sorry.
Yeah, I mean, if you're there at Expo Games, you're not going to Expo to me then. Fuck that. They don't have Deus Ex there, by the looks of it. So, like, why the hell would I come to your booth? You don't have Deus Ex. You've got Hitman, which I already own. Like, and Final Fantasy 15, which is on console. Or Kingdom Hearts, which is on mobile. No. Not gonna happen.
I think they're heavily promoting it. They have panels for Deus Ex, all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, but they don't have it playable on the floor.
No actual game. I was like,
no.
All right, that's on you.
I don't get that. That's really strange. It's a very, very odd decision. Are there any other games? Blizzard are there. I just don't know exactly what they're doing.
They usually do a panel Friday early in the morning, so you'll probably get like an email at the beginning because that's when they usually do. They're like, it's 10:30. Here's our panel. So I've literally nothing planned for then. Yeah. I think later in the day on Friday, Crendor and I have a scheduled thing to go see Outlast 2 because I know we played that together.
Oh god, that's terrifying.
We're gonna go see that nonsense.
Yeah.
Lawbreakers, Mirage. I mean, the magic version of Chivalry. How can you not want to play that?
I do want to try that. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to try Mirage really bad.
Could be dope. We'll see. I know that like a lot of it will be like, yeah, you can't capture, but we'll give you a bunch of B-roll. I'm like, that's fine. Like capturing these days is so much of a pain in the ass. And you know what's weird about it? Like looking back at my last few years of PAX E3 and stuff, the stuff that I captured got less views than the shit that was on B-reel.
Interesting.
Yeah, I think it's probably because the B-reel stuff is like the higher profile stuff. Because I did Batman Arkham Origins and stuff, and I just use B-reel, and nobody cares if it's B-reel. Nobody gives a fuck. Like they only care about listening to you talk about it. So I just go back to the hotel after playing like 8 games, put the B-reel in, record over all of them, and put it up. And people like that more than me recording on the floor because the floor's loud as shit. Like, you can't hear anything. Even with, like, really good kit that we spent thousands of dollars on, you still hear so much from everywhere around you. And it's really hard to hear the dev and all that kind of thing. So, yeah, that's probably how we're doing it this year. And, I mean, people seem to like that. And I've been selective about these games. They all look really fun in their own way, and they're really interesting. So, I hope that will work out well.
Yeah, there's a ton of indie games, which I'm thrilled about.
Oh, the Indie Mega Booth has like what 82 games on it this year?
It's ridiculous. Jesus. It's ridiculous this year.
Did you see Battle Chef? They have a game called Battle Chef.
I'm into the name of that.
I like the name of it. It's apparently a combination. It's called Battle Chef Brigade by Trinket Studios. I guess it was a successful Kickstarter. Yeah, it was $100,000. It's a combination of a side-scrolling action game with puzzle cooking elements.
Good. I'm into it. Let's do it.
Yeah. The website has lots of pictures of food. And I'm like, yeah, okay. Apparently it also plays based on Alienware, which I absolutely do not believe for a second. But, yeah, Battle Chef, there's a teaser right here. It's very anime silliness. I think you'd probably approve. That is a giant dead pig.
What?
Well, I mean, of course, it's chef. It's pork. It's a dead
guess.
pig, you know. It's got some sort of anime chef characters in it. This guy is overly muscled. That's an orc.
What? Oh my god, this looks great.
It kind of does. So I think I might book in for... Oh my god, he set it on fire with magic blue flames. He's now eating apples for energy. I think he just karate chopped a chicken. I'm all over this shit. This looks amazing. Oh god, he goes out into the woods, I think, to fight shit and bring it back so he can cook it. Yes! You kill birds and then meat comes out. Yes, Battle Chef Brigade. I'm booking the shit out of that. That looks amazing.
Holy shit. This is like Food Wars, the game, but with magic.
Yeah.
Actual magic.
That's really funny.
This looks great. I'm all over it.
Oh my god, I need this in my life.
He's been chased by a giant boar. Love it. Yeah, so that's the Indie Mega Booth. That might be worth checking out. Let's actually look at there's a list out for the Indie Mega Booth. Let's have a look at it and see if there's anything that kind of catches our eye here.
I think my camera is out of sync and my sound is ahead of my voice now.
It is.
Yeah, significantly, actually. That's fine. We're in the last 30 minutes of the show. I don't give a fuck anymore.
Bam! Sudden. Not as good looking.
No! Switch back to the good camera.
I gotta reset it. Hang on. It was...
Hold on. Can we just take a moment to appreciate Ken was living a lie.
Yeah.
Ken was you were basically every Instagram photo ever. You were like the perfect angle. You were doing the whole thing, and then you turned that shit off, and it was like,
you see, guys. Oh wait, there it is. You see, guys.
Yeah. He's got two cameras. He does. His other one is some really expensive DSLR thing, and then that's his webcam. That's what all us plebs are using.
I was messing with some settings, and then I saw it glitch, and I was like, oh.
Did you start using that because like all the stuff you got in the background has massive glare on it?
There is a beautiful diva light right here behind this camera,
right,
and that's causing all the glare behind me.
Yeah, I'm trying to buy LED boards to try and get my shit right. I just can't do it.
All these beautiful NES boxes back here.
I don't even know why I care. I'm on camera once a week. Who gives a fuck?
I'm on nostalgia.
All right, so the Mega Booth website, which is indiemegabooth.com. Oh, you got to crash it, aren't you? Why did I mention this? Yeah, so let's have a quick look through this list here, because there are some interesting-looking things. So they've got Arena Gods is there by Supertype, which is something that definitely looks... It looks a little old, but it's like it's a sort of sword-fighting arena game by the looks of it, so top-down. Looks kind of like it might be a bit of multiplayer fun. Gladiatorial Survivor game. Get to the chest before they do. Just because you can doesn't mean you should, and what goes around comes around. That's the entire description of the game. I'm already intrigued by that fact. So the Battle Chef Brigade as well, obviously Orion as well, below is there. That's anime as fuck. You'll probably like that. Croxleo Sigma is an anime girl fighty game thingy.
Okay.
Yeah. Many accessories such as cat ears, spectacles, headphones. Make your gal look stylish, perk up your skills for battle, then fucking murder bosses with the charming friendship of the girls.
Of course.
Okay. Of course.
You murder people with friendship? That's my favorite.
New Alien Trap game, the guys that made Capsized, is called Cryptarch. They also made like Apotheon, I think. It's a 2D sci-fi roguelike light shooter thingy. You're an armed privateer raiding space hulks for money, which looks like it could be kind of cool. It's got a really nice art style. I would love to check. I think they did offer me to check that out, so I should. Dad by the Sword, swordplay simulation action tactics by Rocket Cat Games.
All right.
Yeah. They'd be making... Yeah, it's a I don't know if this is VR or not, but it's Dad by the Sword is a game about your dad, in all caps, running around in jorts and slaying anti-dads with a claymore. So basically it's John Cena Simulator.
What's an anti-dad?
I don't know what an anti-dad is, but apparently you can murder them. Experience a unique first-person swordplay as you try not to get killed by leaping hot dog monsters. Outsmart your enemies, destroy weak points of the armor, and slice through them in dadly combat. Coming on Father's Day 2016.
Oh my god, need it.
That looks like a Birdman. This actually looks fucking awesome. I want this. I'm going to book this in. Dad by the Sword. Let's see. Anything else that kind of catches your eye on this?
Wasn't there a game on Steam like Shower with Your Dad Simulator 2015?
Unfortunately, yes.
That was a great game.
Yeah. Death State is there, but that's also available in early access right now. It's like a bullet hell roguelite, which is kind of colorful. Dragonfin Soup is a controversial console-style RPG, apparently, by Grimm Brothers. Controversial?
I played it at numerous basically, you play as a Little Red Riding Hood, but she's a drunk, and she swears a bunch. And she,
What?
Yeah.
All right.
Was it good?
It was good for what I played, but I've literally played the exact same thing 3 times at 3 different PAXs.
Oh, okay.
So I'm like, all right, let's see when you have like new stuff to play.
Yeah. Ooh, that's... Right. I think I may have played a version of this before a long time ago. So, there's a game called Aeon Alter coming from Flying Helmet. It's going to be on PC, iOS, and Android. It's a sort of game where you use your smartphone, but the action's on the screen. Mm-hmm. So, your smartphone is your character. So you create an RPG character on your phone, you can bring it to other people's thing, and you basically do a dungeon crawl with this character, and you use your phone as a controller, and it's like a sort of kind of Diablo-esque. Actually, it's turn-based. Yeah, it's a sort of RPG experience that you use your phone as a controller for, and it has all your stats and shit.
I have to have friends and then go see them to play the game?
You need friends. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Oh.
Gah.
So there's Due Process by Giant Enemy Crab. I shit ye not. It's a tactical FPS with a heavy focus on strategy and teamwork. It looks like a new version of SWAT, but it's opposing teams violently collide in 1 to 2 minute rounds. It actually looks like a really weird indie chaotic version of Rainbow Six Siege that you have like 2 minutes. It's a sort of lo-fi Rainbow Six Siege with 2 minute rounds. That might be fun. Let's see, what else is there? That's kind of a platformer. Somebody help me out here. Somebody's got to have one for me.
There's a game called Live Lock that I'm looking at.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I heard a little bit about
that.
It's
like a cooperative, like one person is a melee kind of robot, and one person has pistols, and one person has giant fucking laser cannon. It looks cool. It's bright and colorful, and it's like a co-op. It's kind of 2.5D style. I don't know. Yeah.
Oh,
cool.
they've made now Sometimes Always Monsters as opposed to Always Sometimes Monsters, which looks like a completely different graphical style and everything. I actually enjoyed that experience, even though it was extremely disturbing when I played it. That was it's cool visual novel. I like that.
I died in that game so many times.
Yeah, that game tried to kill you every time.
Yeah.
Star Crawlers, modern take on a classic CRPG dungeon crawler in a greedy space punk universe. That seems kind of fun. Let's see what else.
What were you going to say, Ken?
No, Sometimes Always Monsters. I was trying to think of what it was. Was that like the JRPG looking game, or was that?
Yeah, it looked like a top-down JRPG, but it was more of like a visual novel.
It's where you like are trying not to be homeless, basically.
Yes. Yeah.
And not to die at the same time, I guess.
Yeah.
By Sometimes Always Monsters.
Well, if you sleep outside, then sometimes, you just die from cold or somebody kills you. Or...
Oh, yeah, it's got loads of ways to kill you. That's actually half the fun of the game, is finding all the ways it could kill you.
Is it like a short game that you can just replay over and over again to see how it kills you? Okay.
Yeah. It's very... There's a game called Tooth and Tail, which is an arcade-style real-time strategy set in a world of animal revolution. There's a fucking squirrel in a gas mask here. It's by the creators of Monaco, apparently, which was really cool. 8-minute matches. Mustard gas skunks and flame-throwing boars are available. All right, I'm in it. I'm into this. It looks great, too. Like, the art assets are fucking amazing.
Holy shit, Lady Killer in a Bind is at the Mega Booth?
Yeah.
That's really
what's that all about? That's a visual novel, is it?
It's like a BDSM visual novel.
Really?
Wow.
Okay. Oh yeah, that is a very naked man in that picture. All right.
What was that game that came out on Steam? It was like Cinderella something, and you played a Cinderella trying to escape the dungeon. And,
oh yeah, no, that came out.
And like in the description of it, it was like finally a game that really puts a woman as the main character and all very.
Yeah, because we've never had any of those.
And the game was like a BDSM game. Like the story really was.
It?
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
Yeah, I do remember something like that. I'm just not 100% sure what it was.
He was like, oh, yay, I'm Cinderella trying to escape. Oh, here, I gotta save my sister.
I know exactly what you're talking about. And it's a really weird, perverted game, yes.
Yes, and you can make your boobs huge. And but yeah, it's like the deleted scenes for America where like you tied up and like getting whipped for pleasure. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is a great game. Really empowering women.
Cinderella R12? Is that what it's called?
Oh my god. Have you seen Jenny Leclue Detective, which is a weird name? The art style of this is fucking awesome. You have a look at this?
Jenny Leclue.
Yeah, look for on the Indie Mega Booth list. Jenny Leclue.
Oh, yeah, look at this.
Look at that art style, man. It's a story-based exploration adventure game with a unique aesthetic and epic tangled mystery. Jenny is a brilliant young detective, but nothing exciting happens in her town. She gets more than she bargains for when her mother is accused of murder. Takes on the case of a lifetime. There's an upgradable flashlight. But it's also a coming-of-age meta-narrative about the blurred lines between right and wrong. I don't know what that means, but it's a kind of sort of a modern Nancy Drew-esque thing, but the fucking...
that's how it feels, huh?
Yeah, the art style is mind-blowing. It's so mind-blowing that the trailer's on Vimeo as opposed to on fucking YouTube.
Jenny Leclue.
Let's see if it's on YouTube anyway.
Game, on Kickstarter, $105,000.
Oh,
yeah, there's actually a teaser trailer available here. There we go. There we go. This is the fucking art style for this is awesome.
Wow, the chat's talking about an upgradable fleshlight now.
Yeah, there is it's not fleshlight, it's a flashlight, you bastards.
And they're like, sold, I'll take it.
Remember when I praised our audience for not being weirdos?
Yeah, we made a horrible mistake there, didn't we?
Only once, yeah, we made a huge mistake.
When I did that?
It looks like Kingdom is going to be there, which I thought was really fun.
I liked Kingdom, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I always find it. I always keep forgetting that this is actually like it's a consumer show. So having games that are already available on early access is actually worth it. So there's that.
Get free T-shirts. Get that right, Jesse.
Look, I have made a point this year to not take anything. Every year I have to pay the airline $25 for the additional weight of my bag to get it home. That's how much crap I get. And this year, not even happening. I can't. I just give it away. So I can't
You're going to see a T-shirt. You can be like, oh, I really want that. That's awesome.
Yeah.
I know. It's such a struggle. I'm like, I must have it. Why? I'm not going to ever wear it.
No.
I don't need it. But I'm like, that's it's like me and Witcher. I have to have it. This item is 25 levels lower than me.
Look at all this free stuff. I have to fuck it all.
Wait. Oh, what?
The Witcher is fucking everything that walks.
That's a fair point. Fair point made.
Look, if you got a shirt at PAX that you want me to fuck, I'll fuck that shit.
Oh, fucking ass. Yeah, so yeah, I mean, that's PAX East. I don't think there's like a huge amount of news other than what we covered, like that the Oculus is having shipping problems and the big games at PAX. I don't know. Like the indie ones are really easy to find.
Again. They had that huge Overwatch booth last year, so they'll probably have it back again.
Well, yeah, I mean, we could just play that. So, I mean, for consumers, it's fine.
That, I don't know what giant game will be there. Like, I can't.
Yeah. I can't think of anything I'm excited about coming out this year.
I don't know if they're using PAX East for a lot of that. You know, I've been trying to find, you know, who are the biggest guys there, and I mean, Square Enix is there, but like I said, their lineup is kind of shit unless you care about Final Fantasy 15. So, I mean, there's a bunch of people who are not there.
Their prize horse right now.
It is, yeah.
Like the things you can get are, it's like, come see us and play our new demo. You mean the demo you can download for free? Like, I don't...
a lot of it's weird like that. You know, I kind of get demoing games that cost money, and it's like, okay, it's a consumer show, you're trying to sell products, but it's like, you have a demo that's free online, and you want me to stand in a line to play it? I'm not going to do that at all.
Maybe it's a new demo.
Yeah.
Could be.
I always found it weird.
I know Battleborn's going to be there because they tried to get me into some streamer battle. I'm like, no, I'm not.
Whenever you're walking on the floor and you see like, I don't know, NVIDIA or someone and they're doing like a live stream of some games and they have like, I don't know, someone that they found to stream for them.
They do a lot of that. Like it's like stream for the PAX 4. Like doing what exactly? Like why would I want to do that? But Twitch, Twitch is probably there. I know NVIDIA's doing some streaming stuff. I think XSplit is there as well. Like, hey, come stream with us. Like, no, why would I do that?
Yeah.
Is Paradox there? I don't think they are. I wish they were.
Is there not a sitemap for the?
It's on I think on mobile there's a site guide. Like online there isn't one. It's like, God, this is irritating. I don't know why that is, because I would absolutely love to know who is there. Oh, tell me. The only ones I know about are the ones that have emailed me.
Yeah. And you're killing me here, Pax.
Do you guys ever get that feeling when you are watching, like you are walking on the floor and you see, like, you know, someone you don't know, they are streaming, they're trying, and they are doing a really bad job, and you just get that. I mean, maybe it's just
get rid of them. You just want to hit him on the head,
or maybe you just want to be like, I want to come up there and save you.
I want to help.
You want to put a plastic bag over the head? Oh, sorry, not plastic. A paper bag. Plastic bag, possibly. There are a couple of streamers I'd like to put a plastic bag over the head of.
You don't want to murder them. No, that's not what we're saying.
Why can't we murder people?
No.
Isn't it just like polygamy?
Camaraderie style and help them out.
I don't know if it's like a very selfish thing to feel when you're walking around. You see him, you're like, you poor thing. I just want to. Let me come up there and help, or something. I don't know. I feel so bad for you.
Maybe
it's
sure.
just me.
I don't know. I don't know, but there'll be plenty of cool
I just
stuff.
know they're getting paid, so I'm fine.
Yeah, I guess that's true. It's like,
yep.
I'll keep on walking. See you later.
Here comes the money.
Ken, you won't get paid if you run up there.
It's true. And then everybody will be like, who the hell is this guy?
You weren't contracted to do that at all. Stop it immediately.
No, nobody will know who I am, and then my pride will be hurt, and I'll have to walk off. And be like,
That's the truest story. If you think like if I go up there, everyone's gonna be like, oh shit, yo, Ken's up there. Nope. In reality, if you go up there, people are gonna be like,
who the fuck is that?
This motherfucker.
I don't know.
Yep. It's like, but in my head, I'm like, oh, I can help. But then in reality, I would just make it worse.
He's a country bumpkin is what he is. Country bumpkin.
Some redneck dude just rushed the station.
Yeehaw, and so forth.
Although, Ken, if it makes you feel any better, I just received an email from my mother. It says, amazing how a camera makes all the difference. Hold on. The lighting, the added angle, maybe he can help you set up something similar to it. Thanks, Mom.
Oh, your mother's amazing.
That's fucking...
Oh, it's the double zinger, though. Like, the camera makes all the difference.
Yeah.
Jesse, you can need one, too.
Shots fired.
Mom. Your mom is just firing the shotgun off in here and destroying us.
Ouch. Wrecked. Just savage. Oh.
It's awesome, though.
I love it. Yeah, maybe a camera could, like, fix that face of yours, you fuck.
Yeah. Like, wow. No, the lighting and the camera makes all the difference. You should.
all the difference.
Yeah. Makes all the difference.
Mom.
Best part is knowing her. I know that's not how she meant it. She was trying to be real nice. But the way it was written is so just like, yeah, I'll go. How about you get a fucking
All right, let's do some. According to this, Orion's actually out in 2 days. By the way, according to the release list. Yeah, let me paste it in Skype chat for you. According to this, Orion's out in 2 days. I don't know if it's coming out in early access, if that's why it is, but hell, if it's coming out in 2 days, I'll just do it here. It'll save me some fucking time. Release list. Yeah, it's out in a day and a half. Why didn't you mention this? I can do it from home. That'll be much better. Okay, I'm doing that. Before we do the release list, I'd like to point out, by the way, the Darksiders franchise pack is like $5 on Steam with Darksiders and Darksiders 2 Definitive. That's not a word. Stop that. Edition. That's like $5 for 2 Darksiders games, and the soundtrack is fucking great. You should probably pick that up. Yeah, Darksiders is better than Dark Souls anyway. It is.
Damn.
It really is.
Damn.
It's so much better. It's amazing. All right,
If you're
release list.
arguing, you got to play both the games first before you argue.
Nah. I'll play both. Nah. All right. Let's go. Releases.
Today is April 12th, and today Dark Souls 3 comes out.
It
also,
does.
Stories, The Path of Destinies. Didn't that come out a few days ago?
I think it just came out today. I just got code for it. I don't think it's out yet. Is it out? Let's have a look.
Yeah, I think it comes out today.
Maybe it did just come out today.
It literally came out today, which of course is true because you are reading the releases of today.
Well, there you go. Yeah, Stories Path of Destinies is like it's a game where you get to play as like a cool fox dude in space. Doing cool stuff, and the game like splits off at many different points where it's like, should we go here and do this, or should we go here and do this? It's really cool. It's got a nice art style and everything. So
it's an action RPG, an enchanted storybook filled with madcap fantasy tales. Apparently, I did just get code for that. It looks quite great, so hopefully it will be.
Next up, we've got Democracy 3 Africa.
Yeah, I saw that one.
Oh man, did you play the original Democracy 3? I fucked up the UK constantly. Just tried to turn the UK. It's like, I'm gonna make a liberal utopia. I ended up with a fucking just literally Hitler 2 Electric Boogaloo. It's like, why? How did I make this happen?
All the good intentions.
Oh yeah, the road to hell is paved with them.
Next up, we've got Dear Red in all caps, extended.
Ah, okay. What's that all about then?
Dear Red, is that the JRPG game? That one? There was a.
It looks like a JRPG about like a murder girl. What the hell?
Yeah, this is a free game for it.
It's not free now. It's the extended edition for $2.50. It looks like an RPG Maker game. The two choices are lie or tell the truth, and that's the entire game. Basically, is you go through dialogue saying lying or telling the truth. And
it keeps like treeing out to different outcomes.
Which I do dig that. I got to admit.
But there's a free version if you don't want to pay for it.
No, there is.
There you go. Next up, we've got Marble Void, which is literally a 3D platformer where you play a marble.
Okay.
So. On April 13th, we've got Welkin Road.
This is the game that they have been heavily promoting as being like a VR version of Mirror's Edge.
Ooh.
And it's running first-person platforming, grappling, hooking, all sorts of stuff.
That sounds like it would make me horribly ill. Hopefully not, but you never know.
Oh, I see the game. Okay, I was going to tell Dodger about this game eventually, but I see Club Life on the list. Club Life. It's a
Club Life
visual novel. Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. One of those.
Yeah, and it's got some some of that.
Probably
that
not on Steam.
service.
It doesn't.
No, it is on Steam.
I mean, it
Club
is,
Life.
but I imagine they cut all the good stuff out.
Yeah, probably so. It's Club Life. It's like the Japanese high school clubs, and you got to find new friends and find love.
Oh, that is a purple head yandere whatever. Yeah, with a chainsaw. She'll skin your ass raw. So.
Oh, all right.
Indeed.
Well, we skipped a little bit ahead, but the next game on the list for April 13th is called Krog Wars. Apparently, Krog Wars came out yesterday or today. It came out today.
Our list is not necessarily accurate. Bear that in mind.
No, I'm looking at the Steam store right now.
This is fucking Space Invaders.
User reviews are negative.
Like,
there's literally only
negative,
one of
not
them,
even
though.
Mixed.
It looks like Space Invaders, and then it can be a 3D Space Invaders.
You can swap between 3D and 2D.
Okay.
So
$2 for that.
Yeah. Next up is called Starship Nova Strike.
Starship Nova Strike, which is also for 59 cents. It's a side-scrolling thing that looks like it was made in 1992. So yeah, screw that. Next.
Next up is called Wand Wars.
Oh, it's like a top-down version of, oh my god, my brain just died. The one with Candyman and the alligator. And
Lethal League. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a top-down version of Lethal League.
Is that a fucking cat? That's a cat demon. This witches, wizards, demons, and magical beasts compared for power. It's local only. Fuck. Well, that's that. I mean, that sounds great.
Show who could use Wand Wars.
Please stop releasing local-only games on PC. Please.
Jesus Christ.
Next.
Next up is called Discovering Colors. Animals.
Wow.
It's a coloring
Animal
game
colors?
with animals in it. It's literally a coloring book.
Perfect. That sounds awesome.
No. Next.
Next up is on April 14th, we've got, I never know how to say this word, Jalopy.
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 That's an old car, right? Oh, yes. This is a game about building, repairing, and fueling and driving an old car across the former Eastern Bloc.
All right.
Great.
Right.
Looks broke as fuck.
The next one we talked about during the Mega Booth discussion, Orion Legacy of the Koryodan.
Indeed.
Freaking dope.
Looks awesome. I think I'm going to cancel my appointment with it, because if I can have it in 2 days rather than in 2 weeks on the floor, I think I'll just do it then. So, but this looks really legit.
Next game is called Soda Drinker Pro.
Oh god, they're doing another one of those? Oh, wait a minute. Was this an early access? It is the world's most advanced soda drinking simulator. Is this by the same guys
being,
that
officially released? Is that the idea?
I don't think this is the same game at all. What is going on here? Because I've heard of Soda Drinker. Wasn't that a PAX like 3 fucking years ago?
No, Soda Drinker Pro was a Greenlight game from 2013.
Okay.
And they just have been trying to make it a real game since.
Oh yeah, it was developed during like a game jam in one day in 2008. Yep. And then they put it on Greenlight in 2013. It took 2 years to greenlight this thing, assumedly because it's fucking terrible, I imagine. But it's another simulator game. The weird thing is that back then that was kind of an original, interesting novelty. Now it's terrible. It's so overdone that people hate this whole ironic simulator thing.
Yeah.
You say that like a man who doesn't see that if people make videos of this, they get like 1 million views.
Yeah, but nobody buys the game on the basis of that, though. Like, they're watching it because it's a piece of shit, not because it's good. That is not a good thing. Next.
Next up is Taito Ecology.
How the hell do you spell that?
Well, this is like a straight up educational game. Like, it's legit.
Bless you.
Experimenting with plants and animals across multiple biomes.
All right.
And like seeing what happens. Like you're planting things and you're like,
it's sandbox.
I'm cool with this.
Yeah, that looks kind of neat. Yeah, build and create your own self-sustaining ecosystem and then have everybody eat it. That sounds great.
Yeah.
Cool.
The next game is called Goetia, a point-and-click mystery adventure. It is 1941. War is raging and Blackwood Manor lies empty.
It is a straight up really fun game. We played it on Greenlight maybe a year ago. It's it's really, really cool. It's definitely not a jump scary game, but it is like a atmospheric scary game, which is pretty cool.
Next.
Everybody's gone to the Rapture on this list.
Yeah, it's for PC. Everyone's gone to the Walking Simulator. It is coming out on PC if you want that.
Yay! Next is called Rolled, but with no E.
Yeah, it's a sort of... It's almost like a runner by the looks of it. Yeah, it's a multiplayer-focused endless runner, but it's got a bunch of characters from random indie games in it, like the Limbo Boy is in there, I'm pretty sure. I mean, I think Meat Boy might be in there. I'm not 100% sure of that. It doesn't have a list of characters, but I do see the Limbo guy. And they've got a bunch of different themed levels that look like old video games, which is kind of neat.
The next game is called Sector 724, and it's listed as a strategy.
Yeah, space strategy.
Multiplayer casual game.
What?
Shipbuilding.
Shipbuilding tactical warfare doesn't sound casual to me.
Yeah.
The screens don't look very casual at all. I'm looking
at
the video right now.
I mean, I look at the shipbuilding screen though, and I'm like,
cool, but
that looks kind of neat.
Oh my god, there's an entire menu of just different guns you can place.
Yeah, that's the best.
Like that's not casual. There's nothing casual.
Love that. Next.
Next up, on April 15th, Secrets of Deep Earth Shrine.
A quirky strategy platformer. Use traps to defeat monsters, blow apart your environment, and collect treasure. Sort of side-scrolly... Looks like kind of mixed, a little bit Spelunky, a little bit Terraria, a little bit Junk Jack, a little bit SteamWorld Heist, that kind of thing. SteamWorld Dig, even, not SteamWorld Heist. Sorry, that's not out yet.
Next up is Clash of the Monsters.
Sounds great. Probably won't. Oh, that looks awful. Oh my. So, you have classic movie monsters, and it's a 2D fighting game.
Yep.
And it looks awful. So terrible. I have got to try it. Yeah, you can play as the Living Dead, Nosferatu, the Headless Horseman, Phantom of the Opera, the Bride of Dracula, a skeleton, the Invisible Man. Well, that mustn't have taken a lot of rendering. It looks like it was on the PlayStation 1. It looks like one of those really bad Mortal Kombat knockoffs from back in the day. That looks dreadful.
Next up is called Man of War Corsair.
Oh, hang on a minute. Is this what I think it is? Oh shit, son. It's a Warhammer game. It's coming out on early access by the looks of it. It's a Warhammer piracy game, basically. Like from the original Warhammer universe. So you're like orc pirates or elf pirates and shit, and it's a fucking ship-to-ship sailing the high seas combat game. Which is weird that that's coming in early access now, considering that, you know, fucking Battlefleet Gothic, which is kind of the same thing but in space, is also like out right now, coming out soon. So I'm all over that. Man o' War Corsair is the name of it, apparently. You can board people and sink them and kill them with blunderbusses.
Oh shit!
Yeah,
oh, shit,
piracy.
Son.
We love the piracy. There's a giant shark.
Perfect.
Oh no, can't play it.
Not playing that shit.
Yep, Jesse's fucked.
Jesse, did you ever try to play Depth?
Yeah, with TB.
Yeah, man, it was the best. I forced it to play Depth on like Christmas Day or something like that, and I just get the fuck out of it.
Yeah, that game was horrifying.
I love Depth so much.
I thought that game was pretty great.
It's great.
I'm just saying, CinnamonToastKen of the Bro Ken podcast, I'm saying correctly now, hates sharks too. It's not just because we're crazy, it's because sharks are pure evil.
They're fucking the devil.
Yeah.
And in that game,
Sharks
when
are
you're like
amazing.
swimming to this dark area, and then all of a sudden there's just a shark on you eating your body. It's scary as shit.
Good shit. Next on the list.
Next up is Planetoid Pioneers. It's early access.
It looks like Terraria in space, but
2D physics-based action exploration game.
yep, as in
Starbound?
not in any way finished. Oh, it's by the guys that made, or well, they didn't really finish Cortex Command, which had some really interesting ideas, but it was never truly finished. I mean, it might be okay, but obviously it's an early access game, so.
Right. Next up is called I Want to Be Human.
Don't we all? A vampire girl, a hat boy, and an adventure picked with lashings of exploding body parts go on a bloodthirsty rampage.
Yeah, it's basically Dodgers Mitomo has gone crazy. And
Oh.
It's really what it looks like. It looks
All right.
like your Mitomo.
Okay, next.
It's like a serial killer.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Great. April 16th, we have Grenade Madness.
That's a great name for a video game.
It looks like I don't even know. Like you're little robots and you build bases and shoot grenades at each other?
Pretty much. Yeah, it looks like it's a third-person sort of robot multiplayer combat game thing.
Next up is a game called Worst Case Z.
It's a zombie survival horror game.
Because it's got Z in the title. That
Because
means
God
zombies.
knows we don't have enough of them!
Zombies. Woo. Awesome.
How many will we ever get of these? All right, next.
April 18th, we have Type Fighters.
These
Competitive
typing game where you
multiplayer
fight.
typing game.
Oh, is it?
Zombie the Dead? Or was it Typing in the Dead?
It's not anywhere near as good as that by the looks of
It's
it.
so good.
Typing the Dead is the best. Next.
Next up is the PC version of Danganronpa 2, Goodbye Despair.
Dun, 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 dun. Got played that.
And then last up, we've got Dr. Space Zoo.
Rescue exotic space animals from a corrupt AI with a chaotic twin-stick 1 to 4 player precision shoot 'em up or kill
With
the
a name
animals.
like that, it shouldn't be a twin stick shooter. It should be something wonderful.
You could kill the animals. It's your choice.
It should be a point and click where you're like, I'm Dr. Space Zoo, and he goes
Nope,
around
murder
and
them with
like,
laser. Kill them with plasma. Nuclear weapons. Animals dead. Dr. Space Zoo. That's it.
Yep, the end.
That's it.
We did it.
Yep,
Solve it.
that's it for this week by the looks of it. That's the release list. It's probably missing stuff out. That's Giant Bomb's fault because that's where we take the list from. So blame them.
Giant bomb, you shitlords.
Yeah.
Damn.
God damn it.
Too hot. Too hot, goddamn.
All right, that pretty much wraps up for the show. Thank you very much for watching the Co-Optional Podcast. Big thanks to our guest, CinnamonToastKen. Tell us what's coming up on your channel this week, other than that fucking expensive camera that we don't have.
More of this expensive camera for sure. Let's see. We're still streaming some Dark Souls, so I'll be uploading those to the channel. And I don't know what I'm going to
Chanel?
play next.
Are they into that?
The Chanel, you know,
Chanel?
use it for my hair.
So you use Chanel for your hair?
I don't know what Chanel is.
You heard the man.
You're the most southern man.
All right, it's not Head and Shoulders. I don't know what it is.
I have never heard something that hick. That's brilliant.
I reserve that just for special occasions. I don't really. We'll play the Danganronpa game when it comes out, but that's going to be a little bit. I don't have a whole lot planned right now. Just been streaming and trying to enjoy playing video games instead of slaving
How
away.
dare you?
I know. I got to play some more bootylicious anime games at some point.
Sounds terrible.
Don't
But anyway,
we all?
so if you guys want to check me out, you just go to CinnamonToastKen. Go to Twitch because I know you guys would rather see Twitch stuff than YouTube stuff since you're here on Twitch. Magical.
Wait, did he just slam all of us? What?
No,
you did.
not on purpose.
Wow.
You guys need new
Oh,
cameras.
through ignorance.
Nothing
Okay.
else.
All right. We understand. That's fair. Thank you, Ken, again for being on the show. That very much appreciated.
You've never looked better than right now. I don't know, this camera is doing work.
Thank you.
Jesse, what's going on in the channel this week? What's going on?
Oh my goodness. I mean, just all sorts of stuff. I'm preparing for PAX and then all the crap that happens immediately afterwards. So a lot of just catching up on Witcher stuff and Overwatch. So yeah, but new series and things are coming, but I'm trying to get it done. All of it done before I upload the first video. So
Genius.
there you go.
Dodger, what's going on with the channel this week? What's going on?
Speaking of anime bullshit,
Yeah.
we have
Dodger.
we got Hustlecat with Octopimp that's gonna
course you
start going up. It is primo bullshit. So excited about it. We are going to have our seasonal anime first impression. I've watched 13 different anime so far for this season, so I've got a really good start on it. Very excited to talk about all of that. And yeah. If you want to watch my streams, twitch.tv/dexterity bonus. Have a great day. If you'd like to watch Sam struggle with Dark Souls, he's streaming it right now. He's going to be filming it all day.
Sub-only mode. Tell him to turn sub-only mode and maybe I'll go watch his ass.
Yeah.
Fuck turning off sub-only mode. It's amazing. You kidding me? It's
I'm
the
gonna pay
best.
for that shit. Get out of town.
Yeah, fuck you. We don't want to hear you anyway. Oh, damn it. That's how it's going to be.
You just ask him to mod you, Jesse.
Yeah, you could do that.
I mean,
That's-
you could.
I
You could.
can't. What's the point of doing it if I can't do it in chat so everyone can see that I'm doing it in chat? I don't want to do it privately.
No, mod you. I can mod you. Like you can talk.
And then you can be in chat.
So you basically have not subbed to my channel for the last 3 years. I could have just modded you at any time if you'd
I'll
asked.
sub to anyone's fucking channel. Are you kidding me?
I sub to you fuck. I sub to Dodger. Actually, I don't sub to Dodger. I just mod her channel. Well, fuck you. I'm not modding you. Screw that.
I had to make that decision. I was like, oh, Dodger and Sam are streaming. And I subbed to Sam, and I was like, should I sub to Dodger too?
Look, I'm not offended.
It's
Just
okay.
saying, I have adorable cat faces that you can use.
Yeah.
All for emotes are terrible. Just don't. I would love to say I'm coming up with stuff this week, but no, I'm stupid treatment tomorrow, so I'm going to be out of action for a couple of days, most likely. I've got a shitload of stuff to do as well. This timing is always bad. Stories Path to Destinies, I'm sitting on that. Banner Saga 2, I actually have code for. The embargo for that is April 14th at 9 a.m. PST, and there's no way I'm going to meet that embargo, so I apologize for that. I've got Glitch Runners maybe in the pipeline. I've been working for that's 24 fucking hours, like, straight, not over one day, obviously, on Polaris Sector, which is a really difficult 4X, which I've been playing a shitload of, and I keep getting murdered by space koalas. They're a race in that game, which in itself is worth buying the game for. They're very xenophobic, if you didn't already know that, because they're from Australia, which is full of racists. So I think that I might have a look at that. Outside that, you know, VR stuff is coming, but I've discovered how fucking hard it is to film VR shit. I tried to film Eve Valkyrie. Turns out the resolution it gives you is like this. Because it's a VR resolution. So, like, how the fuck do I do this? But I've been working on a couple of different things there, so there'll eventually be some more VR content than I already have. But, yeah. Just so, I'll be out of action a couple of days, but then I'll be back on, hopefully on the bandwagon quite soon. And we can look at those games. And then, of course, podcast will be up Thursday. For those of you that missed any part of the show, I'll do a rerun directly after this show as well on the Twitch channel so that you can watch it if you happen to miss it. There will not be any more Dark Souls 3 content, so don't even fucking ask about that. I'm not playing that game. Takes up far too much space on the hard drive. Don't like it. I'm not playing it. Go away. Go watch someone else play it.
But you're known for your Dark Souls
I'm extremely well known for my Dark Souls content. You know what gets me? You know what gets me? All these ungrateful bastards. Who did the big video that said Dark Souls should come to PC? And then it happened. Coincidence? I think not. That was me. Fuck you. I got you your Dark Souls. Be grateful. Bow down to the king.
Well,
that probably had nothing to do with me whatsoever. But you get the idea. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, folks. Very much appreciated. You have been a phenomenal audience. Do not take anything said on the show seriously, as you should be well aware of. We are leaving. Crunchyroll.com/TotalBiscuit. Give us your money by signing up to Crunchyroll.com. Everybody gets paid except for Ken, who is a guest and doesn't get anything.
Yeah,
this is all done for free by me.
Yep, he's doing it for free. Doing it for free, no doubt about that. And you can buy my goddamn shirts. tinyurl.com/Banepool if you so desire.
Buy my goddamn shirts. 5 days left. Yeah.
Where are they?
You can get both the Cox and Krindor plushies on sale right now. Get that dragon. Get that butterfly. Put it together.
You two suck at promotion. You're not giving out URLs at all.
I'm not selling shit.
It's on the Maker site. Makershit.com. Go there.
Go to twitch.tv/dexterity bonus, and there's a button, and you can get part of the cat gang. Meow, meow, mother lover.
Does that still work? Makershit.com.
Save all your money you'd spend on these scrubs and go subscribe to my channel where you get some quality entertainment every day instead of stupid.
And some chitlins. You get some chitlins too.
Guys. Makershit.com.
Oh, God. Thank you very much for watching the show, folks. Goodbye. We're leaving. Go away.
Bye.